Johnson. I am a certified school psychologist.
Hi, Dr. Umar. I'm so happy that you're my principal. I love FDMG. Can you tell me about the school?
We are going to make history. We are going to shock the world. We are going to transform the entire community, one black boy at a time. In this school, you don't have to worry about special education. In this school, you don't have to worry about ADHD diagnoses. In this school, you will never get a phone call from a teacher or an administrator telling you that your child needs dangerous psychiatric medication in order to get an education.
All right, welcome everyone to Cook Rest Chat. Hope you all doing all right. Got quite a bit to get into during today's live stream. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Cook Rest Chat's undefeated. Let's go.
FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG, it's coming. 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 Oh, it's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. Thought his personality be twerking. It's twerking.
All right, welcome everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. The video that we're watching today is about 2 hours. So I'm gonna try to get through all of it today. My plan is tomorrow to premiere the next segment of the documentary. It's now 1 hour and 50 minutes long. I was just recorded right before I started some final rough draft voiceover parts that I need to put in. I'm gonna put it in right after I'm done with this live stream, and then I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna take most of tomorrow working on that segment. Hopefully I'll have it available. If I don't have it available on time tomorrow, then we'll have to fix something else out. Maybe Friday we can get together for members only, and I can premiere that next segment. It's really good though. I can tell you that. So thank you guys so much for tuning on in. Shout out to everyone in the Cookie Crush chat. Undefeated one. Thank the mods too, and everyone. Also thanks everyone for all of your support. Last year was fantastic. This year's gotten off to a wonderful start. As we know, Umar, he's being sneaky right now. He's sneaky. He really is. He's telling people that renovations are now complete, even though he said that in 2025. He also said the renovations were completed in 2023. So which one is it? Renovations are not complete. He hasn't proven that renovations are completed. Has Umar shown proof that renovations are completed for all of the classrooms in those abandoned buildings on that side of the street in Wilmington, Delaware, what he calls FDMG? He hasn't provided the proof of it, and I don't think that he will, because he hasn't finished renovations. Now, I think what Umar is attempting to do is give the illusion that renovations are complete, which ties to something I've been saying for years, which is the illusion of progress, which is something that I got from a Marcus Garvey documentary. It's an old documentary. It looked like it was recorded on VHS tapes from way back in the day. Okay, it's like a square, the video, 480. That's how old it is. The thing is that Umar will give the illusion that renovations are completed, but if you ask for evidence of it, he has not provided that. And the reason why Umar is doing this, because he could have done this in 2019. He could have gotten at least one room to look as if renovations are completed. He didn't do that. We're 7 years later. Why does he do it in 2026? Why does he play this game with people? Why does he lie to his followers and lie to his donors in this way? Well, it's very simple. Umar Johnson is facing a class action lawsuit from FDMG donors, and he's doing any and everything that he can to not go to court, because if he goes to court with this case, then in discovery, the financials will come out. And once that comes out, if and when it comes out, he's done. Umar has raised, it has to be at least $3 million by now. At least, at this point, at least $3 million. He's telling people in 2024 that he has not raised $1 million at the end of 2024. That's what he's telling people. He's a con man and a scam artist. So that's why Umar has decided to do what he's doing now. This is something that he could have done in terms of renovations back in 2019. And he said, we don't have much money left. No, he should have been sitting on about $800,000 after acquiring these abandoned buildings, which is more than enough to get started with renovations. He didn't start for another year and a half later, if memory serves me correctly, at least a year later. So that's why Umar is doing what he's doing now. You Umar Johnson followers, you Umar Johnson donors, you should be thanking me. You should be thanking the Cookie Crush chat. You should be thanking Umar Johnson critics. You should be thanking Sister Mary Ann Laurent for all that we have done. Because if we hadn't done these things in terms of exposing Umar and holding him accountable, he would have been content showing you guys nothing and not doing anything. He wouldn't have painted those trap bandos on the exterior unprofessionally. He wouldn't have tinted those windows. He wouldn't have pulled the boards off of the windows if it wasn't for us. He wouldn't have cleaned up there if it wasn't for us. He wouldn't have painted the interior of these trap bandos if it wasn't for us. He wouldn't have got electricity turned on if it wasn't for us. Hit the one. He wouldn't have got water turned on if it wasn't for us. He wouldn't have got up there pretending as if he's getting work done, period, if it wasn't for us, because he never intended on opening up the school. And the only reason why now he's trying to say and really push this false narrative that renovations are completed is because he's facing a class action lawsuit. It's a legal issue for him. So that he can say, and he can tell the donors who are suing him or attempting to sue him, hey, listen, I did everything that I could. We finished renovations. Renovations are not completed, but he's going to tell, that's what he's telling. It's the narrative because he's setting all this up. I did everything that I could. You know, we renovated, we completed renovations, but then when we put in the certificate of occupancy, the city of Wilmington, they denied it. It's racism. He's already told people that he was going to do this. He's told people this last year. He told people the year before that was what he was going to do. He has all this mapped out way in advance, and now he's setting it up. So that way, when they're in the court and the court get to knocking, if it goes there, he can say, hey, listen, I did my part. No, I don't have to pay you guys. I don't have to give you guys any money. I don't have to refund you anything. And we don't have to go into discovery or none of that stuff because I fulfilled my end of the bargain. It's the city that stopped this from happening. That's Umar's play. Now, another possibility, though, is he may just attempt to pay these donors off to keep them quiet so that all this goes away. Just like he paid Sister Mary Ann Laurent $68,600 when he said he didn't have no money because he didn't want those behind the scenes video to come out with him interacting with that metrosexual male. Because if that had gotten out, Umar's reputation is totally destroyed. Here we are in 2026. And Umar has lied and scammed his way. And the chicken, to the point where the chickens are coming home to roost. And now he's asking for prayer. This is the kind of deviant we're dealing with here. Look at this. Look at this. Pray for FDMG. My goodness gracious. No shame. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. He's the broken man. Can you believe this guy? What's up, Black and Anonymous? Donate today. He need the money. He need money to pay off these donors. That might be the play, but I think he gonna go to the extreme and try to blame the city. Donate today. He may do both. Join the movement. The movement is what? PayPal. This guy is diabolical. Oh my God, this guy is diabolical. Join the PayPal. hit the PayPal. All right. Then he puts on here first donation April 12th, although I've heard him say he received donations in May of 2014, but I will go with what Umar say. First donation April 12th of 2014. That's almost 12 years ago, and not one black child has been educated. Millions of dollars raised. Purchased February 7th of 2019. I thought it was 6, but he's saying 7th. Yeah. Repairs completed February 17th, 2026. Let me show you how much of a hypocrite and a liar Umar Johnson is. What's fascinating is he watches these live streams and he knows that we know that he's a liar. And there's plenty of other people. Some of those people will watch this video later. Some of these people will watch, are in the chat room now, are watching currently. He knows that we know that back on August 11th of 2023, Umar Johnson stated that renovations were completed. Would you guys mind me showing the receipt? Okay, look what he says. Repairs completed February 7th of 2026, right? All right.
To Umar Johnson, he took his first FDMG Academy donation on April 14, 2014.
I want to say thank you to all my donors. Where are my donors at? How many of y'all been donating since the first fundraiser, April the 14th, St. Louis 2014?
On April 3rd, 2025, Umar Johnson said the following on It's Up There podcast.
Now, mind you, Black Lives Matter raised what? $100 million? I don't think they ever got audited. We never broke $1 million. We got audited the year before last. And we had to show them everything. The man was
You ain't broke $1 million?
Nah, close to it, but we ain't broke $1 million, which is fine.
What Umar Johnson is saying is that by April of 2025, he had not raised $1 million for FDMG Academy.
We never broke $1 million.
Anyway, this is another lie because we did the calculation. This is the wrong video, but I'm going to pull up the other one. Here it is right here. It's August 11th, 2023. Let me play it for you guys. Here you go.
I am proud and I am pleased to announce to you at this moment, Black August 11th of 2023. I'm live, King. Black August 11th of 2023. I'm on a live stream, King. I'm here for a minute, though. Swing back around. Okay, I got you. That we have finally completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan African Excellence. I'm going to say it again.
Okay, this is August 11th of 2023. Why is Umar posting this today? That repairs completed February 7th of 2026. Now, is there an Umar Johnson follower who would like to come on right now and explain this to me? Umar Johnson, you watching this right now. Would you like to come on right now and explain this to me? How is it possible that on August 11th of 2023, Umar Johnson makes this big announcement that renovations are completed, but then he posts this meme today and states that repairs completed February 7th of 2026. See, I don't get it. I don't get it. The Umar Johnson followers. If someone lies to you over and over again, it's not an accident. You hear me? If they lie to you over and over again, that means that they're a liar. Why would you believe in a liar? That's all I'm asking. Is there anyone out there in the chat room right now, Umar Johnson follower or otherwise, Umar Johnson himself, who would like to come onto my platform right now and explain to me why it is that on August 11th of 2023, Umar stated that renovations are completed, and then he posted today that renovations or repairs are completed February 7th of 2026. Now, I ain't listening to you, EB. Cut it out. This, you know, what's interesting is you have these Umar Johnson files. They be like, all the haters and the critics, they're quiet now. No. I've been consistently vocal. See, I know Umar's lying. Now, you might want to believe that shit if you want to, but now is your time to not be silent. Come onto my platform right now and explain to me. I want a logical and reasonable and rational explanation as to why Umar Johnson stated that renovations were completed in 2023, and then now he's saying that it was completed in 2026. Not one person. So the critical question becomes, why is Umar lying about this? Well, Umar, he's a pathological liar. He lies all the time. He's lying about this because he's trying to set up the next play, the next scam. And while he does that, he's trying to avoid going to court from this lawsuit, class action lawsuit from donors. See, again, I'm going to explain it one more time. We're going to get into it for today. What Umar is attempting to do is set up, and he's already imprinted this into your minds for the last 2 years, that certificate of occupancy is going to be a problem. For 2 years, he's been doing this. Umar Johnson, he's crafty. Okay. But now he's saying renovations are complete. That way, hey, listen, I did my part. It's the city. They didn't give me the certificate of occupancy, even though he told y'all that was going to happen 2 years ago. That's what he told people. And it does two things. Number one, it puts Umar in a position to extend the scam further, and then to ask for more money because he needs money to get these final things that the city told me that I needed to do. But then on the same, what it does also is it puts him in a position to be able to say, hey, listen, this ain't, there's no reason for this to go to court because I fulfilled my obligation. I tried to open up the school, but they wouldn't give me the certificate of occupancy. And that's what this is all about. Pray for FDMG. See, he's doing this because he knows that these trap bandos are not going to pass inspection. So he's already setting it up. Pray. We need you all to pray. Now, see, faith without works is dead. And Umar, he's lazy. There's no reason why, after collecting millions of dollars 7 years later, for Umar to be in a position where he's asking people to pray for FDMG when he ain't done shit. He's lazy. All the prayer in the world ain't going to change laziness. It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Donate today. Join the movement. PayPal. First donation, April 12th of 2014. That's an embarrassment. 2014, and here we are in 2026. He's still collecting money. Purchase February 7th of 2019. Repairs completed in 2026. If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won even before you have started. Well, why do you keep failing then, homeboy? Now, let me explain something too in terms of graphically what Umar is doing here. You notice that the pray for FDMG is like in a grayish color and it's at the top, but then at the bottom, it's in grayish color. And you see the font is the same. You see what he's doing here? So let's read that. Pray for FDMG as we prepare for inspection. Because for two things. He already knows it's not going to pass inspection. This assumes that he won't even try. Because he may not even try and go through that process and say that he did, because he's a pathological liar. But it does two things. Number one, It establishes this idea that he's going to fail, but if you pray hard enough, this going to pass. This ain't got nothing to do with prayer. This ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. The second thing that this does is it brings to question, it's a critical question, which everyone should be asking, that I don't think Umar's anticipated. If you're saying that repairs were completed February 7th of 2026, why are you still preparing for inspection? Here we go. Here we go. Get the one. If renovations were completed back on August 11th of 2023, why are you preparing for inspections in 2026? Hit the one. See that? I'm going to ask one more again. Any of you Umar Johnson followers who are watching, and you're watching this live right now, would you like to come onto my platform right now and explain this to me? Umar, I know you're watching right now. Would you like to come onto my platform and explain this to the listening audience? Well, let me explain something to y'all real quick. Umar's a pathological liar. He's the great deceiver of our time. And you still have people believing in this foolishness. Pray for FDMG as we prepare for inspections. If renovations are completed, there's no need to prepare unless renovations aren't complete. And that's why you need to prepare for inspections. You see this? No, I ain't picking you. Cut it out. Yo, you playing too much. Here's the video I was going to play
Saturday,
earlier.
February 2019, Umar Johnson announced that he acquired abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware.
Brothers and sisters, I'm glad to announce right here today on Saturday, February the 9th, 2019, Black History Month, that the location of the first Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy will be in the great state where Marcus Garvey incorporated the Black Star Line Steamship Corporation. Marcus Garvey incorporated the Black Star Line Steamship Corporation in the state of Delaware, 1919. Okay. And Dr. Umar Johnson,
money up to get the small. Feels good to finally say that.
This is 2023. He claims that he started renovations. I'm going to skip through August 3rd of 2020, looking smoked out. See, I'm going to tell y'all one of the things that you Umar Johnson followers don't realize, that over the last 7 years, when Umar goes up there and he's saying that he's working and there's no work getting done and he's just begging for money, he's doing that for the fucking plug. That's why he's up there. That's how devious this guy is. He goes up there and he tells people, we working, we got to get this money up. Sniffing and shit. We got to get this money up. And he's desperate. Sometimes he's up there, past midnight, talk about because we're trying to get renovations done. What are you doing at midnight, homeboy, that necessitates people sending you money and ain't no work getting done? It's just him up there. Listen, Umar, he'll drive. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all, this guy, he would drive up there, park his rental car, get out, start live streaming and talk about, I'm working right now. We getting renovations done. We need to get that money. And then he promote his CashApp, promote his PayPal. Y'all send him money and he get off the live. He get his ass right back in the car and go to the plug. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yo, it's time for people to wake up. There's been times where the plug come through and Umar, he signaling to the plug. And then the plug go get whatever he need to get. He come back, and as soon as that plug come back, Umar, he ends the live. I have video footage of Umar talking about what he was burning up in there with the lighters. I have video of Umar. This guy, he's walking by these steps, and he's being recorded by someone, and something catches his eye, and he can't stop. He can't even help himself. He's doing a school promo video. Supposed to be, and he can't stop himself. He goes and he sits down on the step and he reaches over and starts fidgeting with this little something. And then the camera pans over. It's a little rock on the ground. That's dope fiend behavior. I have a video where Umar, the plug, he come through. Umar leave the door open for FDMG. Umar standing outside, live streaming. He leave the door open. The plug come through, drop off in the teacher's lounge, and then leave. You see the plug come out the door. And then when he come out the door, Umar ends the live stream. So the reason I'm bringing this up before we get going is because that's what's going on right here. There are literally hundreds of, no, I wouldn't say hundreds. There are scores of examples of Umar engaged in this behavior. That's why he's looking like this. It's not about opening up no school. He needs the money for the plug.
The Academy in the great state of Delaware, 2019.
On August 3rd, 2020, Umar Johnson announced that renovations had begun.
The good news is we're about to start these renovations. Brothers and sisters. I picked up the architectural design. Thank you, black man. We picked up the architectural designs on Saturday, so we're going to get started with the small school, trying to make that pop. But
it's ridiculous. This is August 3rd of 2020. He personally trapped Bandos February of 2019. Why does it take Umar a year and a half to get going with renovations? He should have been sitting on $800,000 after he purchased these trap bandos.
we need your donations. Get on your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Get on your Cash App, $ FDMG School. Get on your Cash App, $ FDMG School, or mail it in. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. Brothers and sisters, we got to get this money up to get.
See, desperation to what?
The small school renovated. Y'all got to do what y'all can do. If you've been doing 10, try to do 20.
See, listen, y'all, this is just dope thing. I'm sorry. You guys could be in denial as much as you want to, Umar Johnson followers.
If you've been doing 100, try to do 200. These are major renovations. We need y'all to help us out.
On August 11, 2023, Umar Johnson announced that renovations were complete.
I am proud and I am pleased to announce to you at this moment, Black August 11th of 2023. I'm live, King. Black August 11th of 2023. I'm on a live stream, King. I'm here for a minute, though. Swing back around. Okay, I got you. That we have finally completed all of the renovations for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan African Excellence. I'm going to say it again. Today, August 11th, 2023, Black August, we have completed all of the renovations.
All right, let me skip through. This is August 22nd. He's asking for donations for renovations.
August 11th, the renovations of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy were complete. On August the 11th, the renovations for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy were complete. On August the 11th of 2023, the renovations of
he looking smoked out.
Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy were complete. Please hit your Cash App for the.
See the desperation? He just comes up there to get the money to go get to the plug. That's all this is.
Renovations. Please hit your Cash App for the renovations.
He ain't renovating nothing. Renovations were complete August 11th.
Please hit the Cash App for your renovations. Please hit your PayPal for the
spitting all over the place.
Renovations. Please hit the PayPal for the renovations. Please hit the PayPal for the renovations.
Hey, Kimmy,
if renovations were completed on August 11, 2023, why is Umar Johnson asking for donations for renovations on August 22nd, 2023?
Please hit your Cash App for the renovations. Please hit your Cash App for the renovations. Please hit the Cash App for your renovations. Please hit your PayPal for the renovations. Please hit the PayPal for the renovations. Please hit the PayPal for the renovations.
Umar Johnson later states that donations were for operations.
Get that checkbook out. Get the money orders, brothers and sisters. Let's fund the operation of the
Okay, more recently, he's saying that the next phase, that it's not operations, it's decorations. See how ridiculous all this is?
The first school in American history built collectively.
See, why are you asking for donations for renovations on August 22nd, 2023, when renovations were supposed to be complete August 21st of August 11th of 2023? And then why is it that you're asking for donations for operations in 2023, but now you're asking for donations for decorations in 2026, which is in advance of operations?
By the African diaspora brothers and sisters. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School.
See him? This is all, listen, y'all. Boy, I tell you, it's sad too, but man, he doing all like this.
Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal.
You need to clean your fingernails, homeboy.
paypal.me/FDMG Academy, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes.
It is interesting that Umar Johnson is asking for donations for renovations and operations, even though he stated that renovations were completed 11 days prior. Again, if renovations were completed on August 11, 2023, why is Umar Johnson asking for donations for renovations on August 22, 2023? What is certain is that video evidence appearing after August 11, 2023 clearly proves that renovations were not complete.
I'm live and direct at the Frederick
Okay, and here, this is another example too. Look at him.
Douglas Marcus Garvey Academy. And I just
See this? Come on now.
wanted to give a special shout out to my Chicago African family on this day,
Let me skip through. Here's another example. Renovations clearly are not complete. See this? This is October 10th of 2023. Renovations are not complete. This phone call, we calling this guy. The guy was supposed to come in and do some renovations. This guy. Let's keep going. December 10th of 2023. Here's December 17th of 2023. This is one of the most important videos you guys ever see right here. We cover some of it in the next segment of the documentary. We're in 2011 in the documentary, but I fast forward to the future, to 2023. Here's February 15th of 2024. Umar still talking about renovations and paint days, which is renovations. Here's paint days. This is 2024. The renovation still not complete. September 21st of 2024. April 21st of 2025. July 9th of 2025. August 4th of 2025. October 13th of 2025. August 11th. And then I go back to August 11th. And then, of course, Umar stated this on January 19th. Of 2026.
Completed in 2023. On January 19th, 2026, Umar Johnson stated the following.
We get to school in February 7th of 2019, and we've been renovating it since. February 7th of 2026 will be 7 years.
Okay, he did not start renovations in February of 2019. He's lying. I already showed you guys the receipt. He didn't start renovations until 2020. 2020 was about a year and a half later. This guy lies so much.
Yes. This past Saturday, we completed all the renovations on the school.
This past Saturday would have been January 16th, 2026. How could all renovations be completed on January 16th, 2026, when Umar Johnson stated that renovations were completed on August 11th, 2023?
I am proud.
All right, you guys see the point? I rest my case. This guy, he's something else. But he's putting this up there now because he's trying to appeal to people's, I guess, your belief system. Pray for FDMG as we prepare for inspections. If renovations are completed, you shouldn't be preparing for inspections. You should be ready for inspections, right? He says repairs were completed February 7th of 2016. Excuse me, might as well. He said repairs are completed February 7th of 2026. Let me be clear about something. It doesn't matter what date Umar gives. It doesn't matter because renovations are not complete. He hasn't provided any proof of renovations being complete. He walked through three rooms. That's all he did. But we got more to look into, okay? And then we're going to do super chats when we get to the main video. Umar, in addition to posting this today, he also posted this. Someone texted him this. It says, praying for a successful inspection, Papa. Cut the shit. Cut it. Praying against any anxiety you may be having. Well, if your renovations are complete, you should be worrying about nothing. Thanking God for the open doors that are coming because you took this chance at a vision that was bigger than you and stayed the course. He's a scammer. He's a con man. And please don't bring up the Lord with this. Listen, Umar is the great deceiver of our time. He's sexually exploiting Black women all around the world, financially exploiting Black women all around the world. And you're thanking God? Come on, cut it out. Praying that FDMG is covered? Stop. And all the staff and faculty connected to it, there is no faculty and staff connected to it. What are you talking about? You know what? I'm going to assume that this is a woman because there's hearts down here at the bottom. Listen, ma'am. It sounds like you trying to be one of Umar's fake wifeys. That's what it sounds like to me. Cut it out. The faculty and staff connected. What are you talking about? The faculty and staff? There is no faculty and staff. Praying that the children that attend FDMG will be forever impacted and will take what they learned back to our communities and be great leaders they were destined to be. Stop. There's no children enrolled. There's no school in the first place. What are you talking about? This has to stop. See, there's some of these Black women, y'all been enabling Umar for decades now. You've been enabling him. Now, he done exploited a lot of y'all too. Yeah, I get that. But this right here, stop. I'm telling you just because it needs to be said. And you guys know I'm real lenient with the ladies. But this right here, this is bullshit. There's no faculty and staff. There's no children. Don't bring up the Lord with this demon. Let me stop. See, because the demon can play to the Lord as much as he wants to. It ain't going to change nothing. Real talk. Umar got some nerve. See, Umar sets this up with this. Pray for FDMG as we prepare for inspection. And here we go. I pray that TMH continues to give you, I don't know, who's TMH? Anyone know what that means? The Most High, I guess? You need to cut it out. I pray that texting in mama's house continues to give you the capacity to handle this huge responsibility that has been birthed in you and that you lead with love, integrity, honor, and faith. Cut it out. Love you, Papa. Stop. And that's not all. Let's look over to the right. I apologize for going off. No, Shauna, it is. It's scandalous. It shows you how much of a deviant Umar is. Listen, look at Umar on the other stuff. What Umar typed in here: Dr. Umar Johnson, Right Excellent Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey Pan African Re-Africanization Academy. He has so many different names for these these trap bandos. Now let's look what it says here: 10 classrooms, one main office, 3 in 1. He always got to exaggerate. If it's one main office, it's one main office. Stop. Talk about 3 in 1. Who are you, a trip? 1 principal office, 1 principal conference room, 1 teacher's lounge, 2 faculty bathrooms. He ain't shown this. 2 student bathrooms that they're renovated, 1 timeout room. Not goodness gracious. 1 computer room. How are you going to have a computer room and there's no IT infrastructure, Umar? 1 electric room. So what does that got to do with anything? You gonna have the kids in the electric room? You so stupid. It's so stupid. You got 1 electric room, 1 meter room. The kids gonna be in the meter room as well, and 1 mechanical room. They're gonna teach the kids in the mechanical room. 23 total room. All right, Umar, homeboy, real talk. What about the server room for your IT infrastructure? You can't say the renovations are completed. You don't have no server room set up with IT infrastructure. Your backbone. Huh? Mind you, Umar hasn't shown any classroom being renovated to completion either, too, by the way. He walked through and he showed 3 rooms. That's it. And he was quick about it. He got up out there real quick. Because at the end of the day, Umar is lying about renovations being complete here in 2026, just like he lied in 2023. All right. Let's get going here, everybody. I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. There is a poll question because Umar is back live streaming inside of his mama's closet at the age of 51. Is it okay for Umar Johnson to live stream in his mama's closet? 783 votes so far. 22% said yes, 78% said no. Make sure you hit that, get your vote in as soon as possible. Furthermore, if at any point you're enjoying this show, hit that like button. Okay, our goal is to get to 600 during this live stream. We're already at 261. All right. Okay, I know. What about all the trash around the buildings, black mold of the broken rails, etc.? That's part of inspection too. Yeah. Okay. Umar, he already knows that it ain't gonna pass. He's just setting it all up so he can have an excuse and extend it even further and avoid discovery in court. All right, let me do these super chats real quick. Black Wolf gifted a membership. Thank you so much, Black Wolf. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing all right. Craig Air Force says, if the lawsuit is in their favor, will Umar lose the property? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. He wouldn't lose the property. But see, the thing is that in discovery, what will be revealed, especially dealing with the financials, because the class action lawsuit is dealing with donation money. So the financials have to be subpoenaed to see how much money Umar Johnson has raised, what he spent money on, how much money he has left, and then donations that he's received. That would be all part of it, the class action lawsuit. So in essence, what Umar is trying to avoid ultimately, that's why he's scattering and he's doing what he's doing now, is simply because he's trying to avoid going to court and so that he's not subject to discovery and the books aren't open on this trap bando situation, because then everyone's going to know right away that it's a scam. Again, Umar's telling people in 2024 he hasn't raised $1 million. He has to be around $3 million at this point, easily. So how does he explain that if it actually becomes in discovery becomes public record? Well, it shows you that he's lying about how much money he's collected. And I already know he's been lying about how much money he's collected. I've already proven that if you go based on what Umar Johnson has stated, he should have raised $1.9 million between 2018 and 2024. But he's telling people in 2024 that he hasn't raised $1 million. All right. Anyway, no, he wouldn't lose the property per se. What would happen is that in discovery, everything will be revealed. But then once the financials are in the public domain, then that would put Umar in a position where he's going to have to face even more litigation, including potentially from the IRS at that point, because he's lying to the IRS on about how much money he's collected. He didn't even report to the IRS how much money he collected in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, 6 years. So that's what he wants to avoid. But it wouldn't, I don't think that it would cause him to lose the property per se. Okay? Thank you, Craig, for the super chat. Kogo gifted a membership. Thank you so much. What's up? East Point said he should ask Nick Cannon and Charlemagne to donate. Yeah, I highly doubt that Charlemagne has donated, and I highly doubt that DJ Envy has donated. Is it possible that they did? Yeah. I guess a better way of looking at this, would they donate in 2026? Let's say that they have donated, because it is possible. I don't see why they would have. But let's say that they did. Would you guys think that they would be donating in 2026? Remember when Umar went on there the first time, he said he raised $500,000. When was Umar's first Breakfast Club interview? Let me take a look here. Okay, his first Breakfast Club interview was in 2015. To be more precise, it was August 31st of 2015. That's over a decade ago. And on that interview, after 1 year and 4 months and 3 weeks of collecting donations, Umar stated that he had $500,000. So we have another decade of him raising money. Over a decade. And he's saying that he hasn't raised $1 million in 2024? Leading into 2025? Anyway, Now, again, they may have in the past. It's actually possible. I don't see why they would. But in 2026, no. Thanks, East Point. Iceman Vamp says, I'm on the live stream, King. Please don't ask me about that $50 I owe you. It's basically, in the other video, he was like, I'm on the live. No, it's the same video. I'm on the live because he don't want that business. Well, I kid you not, one time there was a dude that came through and he was like, I got a key for you. Anybody remember that one? Umar was live streaming. He was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get with you. Umar, I'm gonna get you. And then he goes, because I need you. I need you. I said, man, you sound like Gator. Yeah, people gonna have to, at some point, they're gonna have to come to grips with the reality of this situation. I'll be outlining this in the documentary too. The examples that I could provide of Umar. He been smoked out for a long time. People think he's trying to open up a school. Yeah, cut it out. Thanks, Iceman Vamp. Speedy Boy says, hey, Uncle Lenon in the Cooker chat, it's amazing how far he's taking these lies. He's writing these lies till the wheels fall off those MFs, mophobes. What a clown. Yeah, it is amazing to me because Umar knows that we do these videos. He knows that they're aware that he's lying about these things, but he keeps going. Well, you know what? The thing is, he probably doesn't feel like he has there's nothing else that he can do. He's been doing this for such a long time anyways. Again, for the St. Paul school scam, that's over a decade. That was in 2014. He's been doing this for such a long time. It may be that he can't think outside of that box anymore. So he just keeps lying like he's been lying for the last decade and a half. And he's been lying a lot longer than that because even in the older videos that I've gotten into, he was lying back then about different things. He's been at this for such a long time. I don't think he sees any other way. So he'll run with lies. He'll tell lies, and then the lies that he tells, it disproves other lies that he's told in the past. Like he's telling people that renovations are completed in 2026. They're not. That's a lie. But then it also reveals the truth that he lied about renovation being completed in August 11th, 2023. But I think he's so used to doing this and living like this and being like this that he doesn't see any other way. Unfortunately, enough of his followers, at least some of y'all, you don't do enough research. And a person only needs to lie to me one time for me to know what the deal is. I can literally give you guys hundreds of lies that Umar Johnson has told, which makes him a liar. He's not just a liar; he's a pathological liar. Sometimes he lies with purpose, and people still want to believe. All right. Thanks, sweetie boy. TJ says, Lenon, Umar has clearly laid out an ironclad plan. Yeah. Well, I think in his own mind, he feels like it is, but it's going to fall apart one way or the other. See, we talked about this. If Umar puts in a certificate of occupancy and it fails, it will become public record. But there's also going to be public record why it failed. And if renovations are completed and they're not completed, that's going to be on there. It's going to talk about why it didn't pass. This makes sense? Did I say that right? Let me say it again. That if Umar puts in a certificate of occupancy and it fails, and it's going to fail because renovations aren't completed, the documentation, because it will become public record, it will indicate why it failed. And that those indicators will go back to the fact that renovations weren't completed in the first place. Yeah, so go on ahead and do what you're going to do, Umar. We on the case. Hit the one. We on the case. Now, Umar, what you could do is don't put in a certificate of occupancy and say that it does, and say that it failed, and you can say it was discrimination and racism. But then what that means is that if you didn't put in a certificate of occupancy and you lied about putting in one, then we'll be able to determine that too, because if you didn't put in for one and it failed, it won't be public record. So if we can't find a document that shows that you put in a certificate of occupancy and it failed, that means you didn't put one in. Does that make sense? So go and do what you do, homeboy. Either way, chicken's coming home to roost. Yeah, he thinks again, he was telling people 2 years ago that this was what going to happen. In fact, if memory serves me correctly, he said this shit on one of the Breakfast Club shows the last time he was on there. Well, you know, we might have to fight because, you know, for the certificate of occupancy. What? No, hold on a second. Yeah, the first time I had Umar talking about certificate of occupancy was November 18th, 2021. I can pull up the receipt and play it for you guys. He was in Columbia, South Carolina. Wow, this guy, he's something else. He gave an update. He gave an HVAC update. He said the grand opening was going to be at the end of 2021. He said that there's a little bit of repair work, plumbing, electric, apply for certificate of occupancy. He's diabolical. But let me go see this Breakfast Club thing right quick. Hold on. This is, here's 2023, August 11, 2023. This is the same video where you're talking about renovations were completed. He says we got to get the HVAC inspected. Once that is done, we're applying for our certificate of occupancy. That's in 2023. I thought he said this on the Breakfast Club, though, too. Let me just check one more. It may have been on something else. Renovations completed, or renovations complete, waiting on HVAC inspection and certificate of occupancy. FDMG is done. He said this August 14th of 2023. Okay, I'm sorry, it was on the Breakfast Club 2024. Okay, I thought this was the last time he was on the Breakfast Club, so I was right about that. July 10th of 2024 on the Breakfast Club at the 24-minute mark. He's talking about FDMG. He says they need help with the doors. There's more paint painting needs to be done. And he says after we're done with that, we're applying for a certificate of occupancy, but we may have to protest because of discrimination, and that inspections would be done by the end of the summer. He said this July 10th of 2024. Okay, we're in February 11th of 2026. Y'all do the math. So he already had this figured out what this next move was going to be. He's done two things. One, he's extended the stages, because at first it was supposed to be acquisition, restoration, and operations. He's extended that to acquisition, restoration, decorations, and then I would think operations after that. So he's done that, but he's already telegraphed his move. He says after that we're going to apply for certificate of occupancy. He's saying this in 2024. We're going to have to protest because of discrimination, and that inspections will be done by the end of the summer. Now he's saying, and this will be the summer of 2024. Now Umar is saying that inspections are going to be done by the end of February this month, 2026. All right, let's get going here. Thank you, DJ. We got about 1,200 people in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps to get this out into the algorithm. Okay, our goal is 600. The Smart Barber says, if I'm not mistaken, I remember on the Breakfast Club, he backtracked and said the major renovations were complete after he got called out. Yeah, I think I remember that too. Yeah, there are times where Umar, because of what we expose, he changes verbiage. A part of it is Umar, he plays semantics. That's part of him being a master manipulator. He does. He plays semantics. As an example, when he in February of 2019, when he says the grand opening, it's implied, but there's ambiguity there. And what I mean is that he gives two grand opening dates. And he's been doing this. He'll say a grand opening will be August 21st of 2019, and then he'll say for the community. Okay, well, what does that mean exactly? And then he says August 21st of 2020, that will be when the school actually opens for the children. You see the semantics? But he's still giving grand opening dates. So what does a grand opening for the community mean, though? Does that mean that renovations are all complete? The faculty and staff is lined up, that everything's ready to go, the children are enrolled, but they just don't start school until the following year? Is that what that means? So it's those little things about Umar you guys have to be careful about, because he's crafty. He plays semantics often, and then oftentimes I've seen him when he gets caught in a lie, he'll play semantics. Same thing like when he was on the Roland Martin show and they called him out for lying about being related to Frederick Douglass. Umar he started playing semantics. Yeah. So yeah. So instead of saying, listen, he already said renovations were completed, but then he says, well, all major renovations were complete later. Here we go. Thanks, Mark Barbie. That's a good point too. Andrea says Umar called himself Christ. For real. I think you're saying for real Umar prayer. Yeah. If you the Black Christ, you don't need nobody praying for you. I shouldn't do that, but it's true. I shouldn't do that, but it's true, Umar. Listen, if you're the Black Messiah, he even said he's the prophet of God. You don't need nobody praying for you. Okay, Big Papa. That's a good point too. Umar's so goofy. Thank you, Andrea. Don Draper says, Lenor, you should promote a special exclusively for Umar to receive all monies made for that show. School topic only. That might gain momentum. Listen, we don't even have to do that. Listen, Umar, if you come onto my platform and you give me a 4-hour interview, I'll give you $5,000. I feel bad though, because he's gonna smoke that up real quick. I mean, but on the flip side, at least we would get the interview. Listen, 5 bands, Umar. You give me a 4-hour interview, 5 bands. Let me know when you're ready. My wife probably ain't gonna like that. Though. He said, what? I said, no. We could put that money on. Yeah, I know. No, but I'm gonna say it right now. Okay. If I get back on here tomorrow with a black eye, then y'all know what happened. No, I'm just playing. Umar, 4-hour interview, $5,000. Live interview here on YouTube. You watching right now? Come on. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. Thanks. I mean, listen, I'm gonna leave it right there because Umar already know. This dude can't even say my name. He know what the deal is. I'll have all the receipts lined up. I'll have segments of the documentary to play where he's lying and contradicting himself. I'll pull up the videos where he's tweaking and shit. I'll pull up the videos where there's women accusing him of essay and stealing their identities and stealing money out their bank accounts. I'll even have a special guest, Marianne Lauren and Sister Lene. Now what, homeboy? Let me stop. Yeah, thanks, Don. The Solid Slug says, as the world's premier Umarologist, say Umarologist, what substances do you think he's abusing? I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know. I do know that they was blazing it up and they had 2 lighters. Now, normally, if you're doing certain things, you don't need 2 lighters, right? Come on, let's be real about it. I also have video Umar smoking out in front of these joints, no pun intended. They're up there in front of the with a 2 for $99. It's the game. But there's a video where him and what's the brother's name? Rest in peace. I can put him play for y'all. What's the brother's name? Manny, brother Manny, rest in peace. Umar forgets that he's live streaming, and they have a conversation. And Umar's like, "Did you get the 2 lighters from in there from what we was burning?" Because they was in there smoking it up. I don't know what they were doing, but they needed 2 lighters to do it. There's another video where Umar, he's inside a hotel room. He's talking to a woman, and he says, "Hold on a second, let me go turn this heat down." Because like he hot in the hotel room. He gets up, he goes off the screen, and you hear he take a sniff of something and come back on. You know, I can't find the original video of that. I have the one that I have for the documentary, but I haven't been able to find the original video. I'll just probably reuse and repurpose the one that I used in the first documentary for the second documentary. Anyway, I don't know what it is. I really don't. You know, ain't no telling at this point. It could be a whole lot of different things. He popped pills too, so that's another thing. Thank you, the solid slug. I have video evidence of that too. Okay, Iceman Vest says being a Umar supporter is hard work. You got to donate, you got to pray, you got to pick up trash, you got to cut grass with no lawnmower, you got to paint the bandos in freezing cold, and more to come in 2026. Yeah, and this is so very true. And the thing is that he doesn't have the same type of support base that he had back in the day because of this. See, Umar sees his supporters, his donors, his followers as resources, not as human beings. And there are literally thousands of people out there that Umar Johnson has exploited. He's taken, and then he's discarded them. Some of y'all watching right now. There are women out there, a gang of them, that he's exploited financially, he's exploited sexually, and then when he's done with them, poof, be gone. He's on to the next. Some of y'all watching right now. So yeah, it's hard to be a Umar Johnson supporter. Now, it was a lot easier back in 2019. You guys remember that? That's been around 2020. It was a lot easier. But now, come on. See, time always tell the truth. You even, and it's not, remember this, Iceman Vamp, it's not just they had to come and paint for free. They have to donate in order to come to paint for free. He called them the loyal donors, the ones that would donate monthly. Those are the ones that you guys have the privilege to come out there, and some of them they traveled the country to get out over there to paint in the cold, freezing cold out there, to paint for free. Yeah, it's hard to be an Umar Johnson supporter because he treats y'all like slaves. Thank you, Iceman Van. TJ says, what is the combined IQ of Umar supporters? I don't want to do that. I try to be nice because they're victims. Again, how I usually think of this is that if you've been following Umar more recently, I don't know, 3 months, maybe 3 to 5 months, give some grace. I get it. Anything beyond that, you got to start asking some critical questions. And then if you get into the 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5, okay, something wrong. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, ain't nothing I can tell you at that point. Because you should have known by now. And if you don't know by now, you'll never know. Let me stop. Thank you, TJ. Sharif says, Umar wrote that fabricated BS. It's possible because he does that. But it fits into the narrative that he was spinning about praying for FDMG, and then all of a sudden someone sends him a text and then he posts that right after. You see what I'm saying? That's Umar. He's goofy. He's a master manipulator. And he's scrambling right now. That's why he's doing all this shit. It's stupid, but it's just Umar scram. He's just a miniature crash out. He's trying to figure out a way to keep this FDMG school scam going and then not be subject to discovery in court. That's what all this is. So he has to make up all types of lies. Thank you, Sharif. Lewis Suck says, you seen Jay Morrison on the Social Proof podcast, Chitlin Circuit, trying to say he wasn't prepared. He's trying to reinvent himself. Umar will too. No, I don't think I've seen that. Is that recent? He wasn't prepared. He's a scammer. That's what it is. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. He was criminal minded. He still is. Excuse me. He better be glad I don't have time to start getting. Well, I tell you. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah. Maybe we can take some time. Maybe we can take some time to get into. I'm off tomorrow, but I got to work on this documentary. Yeah, this is from today. Social Proof podcast. Oh, it's from 2 days ago. It's an hour and 54 minutes. Yeah. Let me download this right now. Yeah, he got some nerve. He got black people. I can't even remember how many millions of dollars. Y'all think Umar's bad? I'm just talking financially. Umar, he's worse in other areas because he got to be at about 3 million. But Jay Morrison, I can't remember, and he did it in a relatively short period of time compared to Umar. I'm downloading this right now. Anybody would anybody be interested in doing that tomorrow? Hit the one. Okay. It's downloading. It's 3.1 gigabytes. It's going to take 50 seconds. Yeah, I was able to get my internet speed up to like 800, 900 megabytes per second sometimes. I got that 1 gigabyte to the box. Did I say what I say? Yeah. 1 gigabyte to the box. Anyway, I'm downloading it right now. Yeah, we'll see. He already tried to reinvent himself with the whole Christian. He tried to get into the Christian space too. I've played that. I'm gonna pull it up right now. He really has some nerves. And I told people that inevitably let me explain something to you guys. With people like this, it doesn't matter how many times they do what they do to scam and get money out of people, they always end back up where they were prior. And part of the reason why is that if you are actively deceiving people in these ways and you have a reason to do it, that reason is not going to change once you come up on some money. Because inevitably that money's going to run out and you're going to be right back at square one. And see, the intent behind why Jay Morrison did what he did and has done what he's done, Umar did what he did and continues to do what he's doing, polite, etc., is because there's something wrong in the early stages of them making the decision to do what they're doing. There's something wrong with them. And that doesn't change. Criminality, criminal mindedness, sense of entitlement, narcissism. That's not going to change no matter how much money comes. And I told people, watch what's going to happen with Jay Morrison. He got that money, but when that money runs out, he's going to have to do something. He's going to have to reinvent himself and do something and start a new scam all over again, because he's always going to end back where he was. Let me show you this clown right now, because he ain't got no shame. Okay, that download is completed. I'll save that. All right, let me see. Here it go right here.
Now, if you're truly grateful, can you give God some praise in the room? Come on.
Man, these people, I'm telling you. It's incredible. Umar, again, I showed the receipt earlier. Umar talking about pray for FDMG. Demons asking for prayer. I don't mean to say it like that, but that's real talk. I don't mean to go there. Again, I'm not religious. All right. But a demon can pray to the Lord, but it don't work like that. You're either of the light, you're of the dark. And see, Jay Morrison is of the dark. Umar is too. But they will get up here and pretend and try to reinvent themselves. And the audacity to go into an alleged house of the Lord. Because the way I look at it, if it's a house of the Lord, you wouldn't have somebody like this up here in the first place on the microphone. Amen. I wouldn't even feel comfortable up on the microphone. Real talk. That's supposed to be for the people who tried and true. Again, I'm not religious, so I wouldn't have no business up there. But I got respect. I got respect for the Lord. I live based upon a code. See? But this guy right here, and it don't even register in his mind. He's just looking at it as another opportunity to get into a new space to scam.
We thank you, Jesus.
Amen. He's so awkward too.
Amen. Let's praise God, New Birth. Let's praise God, please. Heavenly Father, Yahweh, thank you. Father, we are so grateful, Father. We are so grateful. Thank you for allowing us to arrive here on time, arrive here in one piece.
Oh, cut it out.
Arrive here with a heart for you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Family, my name is Jay Morrison. As I was introduced earlier, I'm going to you can keep that playing a little bit if you
shut your head.
You don't mind. I just want to allow God's presence.
Look at the backdrop. New birth. Welcome, Jay Morrison. Look at broke rich. See the dollars. This is crazy.
To fill the room and to fill our hearts. I'm so.
It's sad seeing these black women, because Umar, that's his main target demographic too. I would not have my wife up in there, period. It's supposed to be a house of the Lord, but you got Satan on stage. I wouldn't have my wife up over there. I'll whoop a motherfucker's ass, real talk. We ain't seen the Lenon in a couple months. Yeah, he went to church and Jay Moore. Okay, I'm going too far. No, I'm serious. So I don't play that. You got to have respect. That's just disrespectful. Look at this guy.
Grateful. So grateful. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.
That's right, on Pyru. I wouldn't even be in there. Real talk. I would get so angry. I would. And again, I'm not religious, but I have respect. I used to play a piano at a church, and I don't play that. It's that's supposed to be for the real ones. And Jay Morrison has no business being up there. Singer singing in 3 different keys. He up. Look at him.
We're grateful tonight, Jesus. So grateful.
You crying because you stole that money, you big boo. Yeah, the band getting it in though.
I thought I was gonna use this for sweat, but for tears first.
Ah, man, this guy. What in the world if you don't stop? Anyway. And I have to say, his wife was in on all this too. See, if you're doing shit like this, no shame. Living it up on black people's money, millions of dollars. I thought it was like 12 million or something like that. She was in on it. You guys know I'm leaning with the lady, but she was in on it. And he gonna end up right back, and that's probably why he's trying to reinvent himself now. Yeah, we might get into that tomorrow. It's about 1 hour and 54 minutes. The first comment, it got 369 likes. It posted 2 days ago. It got 41,000 views. It says, the first comment that appears for me, at least, it says, I'm 5 minutes in and this is already bullshit. Oh, man, this is crazy. Yeah, y'all let me know if y'all want to get into this tomorrow. We can. I'm off, but I got to get this next segment of the documentary. I mean, I could postpone it until Monday because I'll definitely have it done by then. But let's see, because what I'll do is after this live stream, I'll get into it and see where I'm at, and then tomorrow I got to get some sleep, so I'm gonna try to sleep in a little bit tomorrow, and then I'll get back into it to see where I'm at. But I'll update everybody tomorrow. Okay. Because it's a hot topic now at this point. Well, Jay Morrison, he's something else. There, in fact, there's just another video too that I want to break down, where he tried to come out of hiding, and you can tell all of what he was doing. It was all about manipulating people. How the room is set up. This is when he had the Black House. They even asked him in that during that video. They had asked him, "Would you be selling the Black House?" He says no, and then he ends up selling it. He didn't issue any dividends to the people who paid into the TREF, the Total Real Estate Fund, the investors. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'll figure all this out, but we got to get into the video for today. Otherwise, we're gonna be way behind next week. All right. Thank you, Louis, for letting me know. I downloaded it, and we're gonna see what we're gonna get into. Okay. Thank you for super chat. Jason says, what happened to the family room he was talking about? I don't know. You notice he's giving rooms, and the rooms that he showed, these aren't classrooms. See, if renovations were completed, he has desks. Why don't he show classroom with the desk all in there? Anyone think about that? He has desk. Now there's people who tried to donate desks to him too, but he didn't because he wanted donations. He didn't want no desk. But he does. He has desks over there inside of that large gym. If renovations are complete, why don't he put desks up in there and give a walkthrough and show how all the rooms are completed, the bathrooms are completed, the teacher's lounge completed, the server room. I know I keep bringing it up, but it needs to be discussed. The server room is completed, and then the classroom should have chairs in them, at least chairs. He didn't do that. So yeah, there's all kind of stuff Umar he was talking about, including February of 2019 that he was going to do, and this is going to be in the school and all this stuff. None of that exists to this day. 7 years later. Thank you, Jason. Simply Complicated says, hey, Lenon, Umar forgot to add, number 1, no working HVACs. Number 2, 1 busted basketball court. Number 3, no plumbing. Number 4, caved-in ceilings. Number 5, no security cameras on the interior. You got some on the outside. But for security purposes, you're supposed to have them on the inside too, right? I didn't even think about that. You know, y'all go to your kids' school, they got cameras everywhere. Don't got you walk down the hall and you see it be cameras. Now they got them cameras where it's 360 degrees. They just put it in the corner. You can see everything. Have we seen that inside these trap bandos? No. So how are renovations complete? How are they going to pass inspections? No security camera. And then the mold. Is the mold resolved? Absolutely not. How are they going to pass inspections? So someone has said it was like the health and safety department. When they come out to do their inspection, it's going to be an automatic pass. They ain't even got to go inside. They just drive and they'll look and they'll see all the mold all over the place. Oh, that's that. All the other stuff he may have done, it don't even matter. Same thing like if you go to get your driver's license and you driving and everything's going well, and then you about to pull in to park after you done went and passed everything else, you pull in the park and you go all up on the curve. All right, that's automatic. That's your, you know what I'm saying? Well, the same thing with this. It don't matter whatever stuff he done that he says he did. It doesn't even matter. The mode itself, that's an automatic pass. But Umar, he hasn't talked about that. I've never heard him talk about that, except to say we're going to wipe that off. That was in the small gym. They had black mold in there. Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, HVAC doesn't work. The last update he gave on that was that he needed to get some controls, whatever that's supposed to mean. To the best of my knowledge, he hasn't fixed and remedied the issue with the basketball court in the small gym. That's an automatic failure too right there. Right, it's warped. It's like a ridge. It's a tripping hazard. It's an ankle breaker. If you ever played basketball, you can blow out your ACL, MCL, whatever, trying to play basketball on something like that. But even in a school setting, you can't have that because it's a tripping hazard. It's an egress issue, right? Plumbing. He has gotten some plumbing work done, but there's inspections that need to take place to look at water quality, that type of stuff. Okay, who's to say that they don't go in there and they test the water for water quality and the pipes are so old because they've been sitting for a decade? Then it's an automatic fail. Okay? Caved-in ceilings. Now, he has put back some ceiling tiles. He hasn't put back all the ceiling tiles. He hasn't shown a complete a tour of the abandoned building. So a lot of this stuff, we don't necessarily know where things are at, but there's a reason why Umar's not showing it, because renovations are not complete. Okay. Thank you, Simply Complicated. Yeah, that's a huge one too. Security cameras on the interior. That's another thing that needs to be in position, because it's supposed to be a school. That's something that needs to take place. You know, now I think about it, there has to also be school inspections associated with opening up a school too, that Umar Johnson has not talked about. Because these inspections that are taking place, this doesn't mean that once he gets a certificate of occupancy that he can open up a school. That's not what that means. Okay. There's a whole process that he has to go through after that in order to establish this as a school. And there's further inspections that need to take place so that this can be seen as a potential school that's going to operate in advance of even having students enrolled, so forth and so on. Anyone thought about that? All right. Thank you, Simply Complicated. Young Money says, Umar going to run to Africa and say he's escaping CIA assassins before he goes to Discovery. Yeah. Now we have to wait and see what happens with this whole court situation. I hope that it goes to court, and I hope that in Discovery, his bank records are subpoenaed, that his GoFundMe is subpoenaed, all the documentation for that his PayPal's, because he's used several PayPal accounts, are subpoenaed, that his CashApp, that's the big one, the CashApp. PO box, anything dealing with his PO box, checks, money orders, all that that is subpoenaed, and that a full accounting takes place. And that will blow everything out the water. And at that point, Umar will say, hey, listen, I got to go to Africa. I got to go to Africa for a couple months. Okay, thank you, Young Money. Sweet D says, I'm late. Did you show the video of the woman standing barefoot in front of the band dose? No. What video is that? Let's see. Did you show the video of the woman standing barefoot I don't remember. Anybody remember that? A woman standing barefoot, and I do have video footage of a homeless woman that was sleeping up there, and I don't think she had shoes on. Is there a new video I haven't seen? Let me go to his Instagram page right quick. Anybody know about this? KKC played it. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. The only thing I've seen is I have video footage. This was years ago of a woman who it was a homeless lady. And from what I remember, she was barefoot. I could be wrong about that though. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking you guys are talking about. Don't do that. Okay, let me get out this chat room. Somebody said it was one of his wives. Okay. Let's move. Omar got his wife up there bare feet. All right, let's continue. Thanks, Sweet D. Rocky the Sock says, even if Umar got the school up and running, it ain't enough Pan-Africans in the world to keep it open. None of his plans are even realistic. Yeah, fiscally speaking, it's not going to work. We've talked about that quite a few times over the years, that it's not going to work financially. There's no way that he's going to be able to pull this off. But I don't think it matters to Umar. He just wants to come up with an excuse, as many excuses as possible to keep this going on indefinitely. And in the meantime, collect money. In 2019, I remember I said he could probably keep this up for another 3 or 4 years max. We're 7 years later, and he's still going. Yeah. Anyway, financially, we've talked about this. There's no way that he would be able to, if you haven't, according to Umar, if you haven't raised $1 million in a decade, your operating expenses has to be closer to $2.5 million a year. But you ain't raised $1 million in a decade. It don't even make sense. And that 2.5 is on the low end. I have the budget for the Moyer Academy. If we adjusted that for inflation and then divided it in half, because Umar's only working on one side of the street, I think it would be something like 2.4 million. But again, Umar, he's saying he's going to do all this other stuff, take trips to Africa and buy dirt bikes, and you can put up an observatory up on the roof and have an FDMG farm and an FDMG cemetery and all this other stuff. So, I mean, if we put all the stuff, he said there's going to be a horse in each classroom. Is that what he said? No, that is what he said. I feel like I'm exaggerating that because it sounds so ridiculous. He did say that. He said that there's going to be a mask like a horse because they were going to have the FDMG horse stable. These horses, they're going to be shit. Because horses, they shit. They don't care. They'll shit anywhere. They don't even think about it. And it's a lot. It ain't no little Duke. It'd be a big pile of it. So he said there's going to be one in each. No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. I thought that's what he said. Can someone back me up on that? Or am I tripping a little bit? I thought he said something about a horse. They're gonna have FDMG farm horse stables. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. See, I remember he said that. Maybe I'm exaggerating or something because it sounds ridiculous. He did. He said that he said that they're gonna have a horse in each classroom. No, he did. Thank you, Sports Bet. Y'all back me up on this because I feel like I'm tripping a little bit. He did say that because that's crazy. He's gonna have one mule named Nancy. The kid's gonna call him Uncle Nancy. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find that video one day because we was cracking up. It was so funny. yeah. Umar talking about we're gonna be riding dirt bikes and a horse at the same time and shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be on that. You gonna be on that motorcycle. The horse gonna be right there. He go. Umar crazy, boy. All right, let's get somebody said horse bikes. All right, let me get out this. There's some serious horsepower then. Okay. Anyway, listen, I kid you not. Umar did say that. I can't remember what video it was, but he did say that we was cracking up so bad. Whew, man, I gotta get me a rag to. Okay, where were we? My goodness gracious. Miranda. Okay. Thank you, Rocky Dasaki. Miranda says, it's wild that he never says anything about handling the mold issue. He knows he won't get a certificate of occupancy based on that alone. So, yes, I've only heard him talk about the mold one time. And that's when they were in the small gym and there was black mold in the corner. And someone who was in there commented about the black mold. And Umar was like, yeah, we're going to handle that. We're going to wipe that off or something like that. There's some serious issues with these buildings. See, and it all has to do with water. See, if Umar, February of 2019, simply connected the water spout system from up on the roof all the way down, and I think on that large building, I think that there's 3 of those, that would have mitigated the issue. Okay, it doesn't mean that the mold is gone or that the internal damage isn't there from mold and water damage, but at least it wouldn't get worse and worse and worse. And he still hasn't fixed that basic thing. That's not a lot. That can be done in a matter of 2 hours. Yeah, he was never serious about opening up a school because the first thing that he should have done is erect a fence to keep it protected. And then number 2, you mitigate the mold. You let that continue, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And it's going to cause all types of issues. And ultimately, when you're trying to apply for a certificate, you're going to fail automatically. But we don't hear him talking about that. Right. Thank you, Miranda. CJ says, I'm convinced the mold at those bandos birthed Umar. Jamal. No, let's not do that. All right. Shout out to let's not do that. Okay. Thank you, CJ. All right. D Will says, if TBC called you to come on the show with Umar, would you? TBC? Oh, the Breakfast Club? Yeah, I would. I would go with you for security. Yeah, it's all good. I think I can handle Umar's invisible, non-existent Goonie Goons. Yeah, I'm not scary like that. You know, I'm really not. Umar, he's a bully, but he's a punk. You know what I'm saying? He's a bully, but he's a punk. And he tried to punk and bully me, but I punked him. And here we are in 2026. So yeah, I would go on there, and I wouldn't just go on there to talk. I'll have paperwork. I'll have paperwork, and I'll have stuff, and I'll pass the paperwork around and say, hey, did you, Envy, take a look at this. When he was first on your show over a decade ago, he said he raised $500,000. The purchase price for these trap banners was $400,000. All the other money that he collected since that time, where did all that money go? Hey, what's his name? The other guy, Charlemagne. Did you know that there's a woman, a Umar Johnson supporter, who produced a film for Umar? She paid for everything. And then Umar tried to steal her intellectual property and sue her for $500,000. And did you know that when she said she was going to release the behind the scenes footage, when there was this metrosexual man who stayed the night at Umar Johnson's hotel room, Umar paid her $68,000 so that didn't come out. Would you like to hear the story about the metrosexual man? Don't play with me, Umar. Thanks, D. Will. Barbara says, you're going to earn the black eye. You're going to earn that black eye. No, but I would offer him $5,000 for a 4-hour interview. Yep. And it's not pre-scripted questions either. I'm gonna ask whatever I want to, whenever I want to. He wouldn't last 20 minutes. And I would say contractually, you have to be on for 4 hours, no matter what. He wouldn't be able to, emotionally, he wouldn't even be able to handle it. He used to get to cursing and whining and I'll be like, listen, I don't want to hear all that. Okay. You're 51. You're going to act like a man. Okay. You're not going to act like a little boy throwing a tantrum in front of me. I've already raised sons, so cut it out. Here's the question again. You're not going to overtalk me, Umar. That's not going to happen. This is my platform. I'm asking the questions. Your job is to answer them. Stop acting like let me stop. Anyway, yeah, $5,000. Yep. Thank you for the super chat. And we'll build it up. We'll pump it up. You know what I'm saying? We'll get probably about 10,000 people for the live stream. Thanks, Virus. TJ says, Lenon, you offer 5,000. Next time, make it 10. Yeah, that's Umar. Thanks, TJ. Legal ish CA says, powderful. Shout out to the Galactic Solstice. Yeah. Powderful. Thank you. Brother Manny haunts the hallway. No, we're not going to do that. That's too far. Thank you, Rocket Asaki. James says, these women are googly-eyed, thirsty, and willing participants down with anything for a wifey spot. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, it's unfortunate. That's something that I don't understand. That's not the only thing I don't understand dealing with this Umar Johnson saga, but I've never understood that. I never understood that. If the guy is exploiting you financially and or sexually, and he's doing that to other women, why would you rock with him? If he's lying to you over and over again, why would you rock with him? If he's telling you that you're the one, but he's dealing with all these other women, why would you still rock with him? I don't get that. No. Shout out to James. Thank you. Big Man says, Umar Trivia, what did Smokey say to... Yeah, it would be Smokey. What was Smokey the Bear say to Umar the Bear? All right. What's up, Big Man? Shout out to Big Man, one of the OGs. Jay Civic says, you should play the Don't Be a Minister to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood pastor scene. Yeah, I'm telling y'all something. It really bothers me what Jay Morrison attempted to do. It really does. Every time, as soon as I see him up on this in the pulpit, it really bothers me. Now, it didn't work because even Ernest, I think that's his wife's name, Ernestine. And normally I don't be speaking on the women, but she's in on it. She knew what was going on. She was a willing participant. She should be ashamed too. But Ernestine, she did a video, and I have it somewhere. I just can't remember where it's at. But she decided to go get baptized. This was part of all of this. They were trying to set this up. Oh, now you want to go get baptized? Y'all need to cut it out. So thank you, Jay Civic. Blackwood says, this just say to me that black folks are way too forgiving to a fault. Yeah, that is an issue. It is. I've talked about that. We're forgiving people, but sometimes people be going too far with it. And there are people who, they will forgive Jay Morrison, I guess. It doesn't change who he is. They'll maybe forgive Umar, but it's not going to change who Umar is. It takes work to change who you are. See, and I told people a long time ago, Jay Morrison, he gonna end right back up where he was before. Polite. When he get out, he gonna end right back up where he was at before. Watch. Umar, he gonna end right back up where he was before. And see, nothing that they ever do, all the scamming and scheming and exploiting, it never gets them to a higher place in life. It just doesn't. But that's because it's evil in the first place. And evil will return you back to where you was every single time, right there with evil. Thanks, Black Wolf. MK sent in a super sticker. Thank you so much. Big Man says, Smokey told Umar, you can prevent forest fires, not your cold sore. No. We're not going to do that. Boy, that's too far. We're not going to do that. Oh, I got to get out this. These are the super chats. I got to get out the super chats now. Thank you, sir. Joker says, something I thought about, what faculty and staff would he have? Because I'm sure all these people who sent resumes since 2019 have moved on with their life. They were sending resumes in 2010. That's 16 years ago. Some of these people are dead by now. I don't mean to be like that. It's morbid to think that way, but some of these people are dead by now. I mean, that just goes to show you how crazy and messy all this is. Some of the people, you know, they might have been 45. They're about to retire. They ain't trying to do all that. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people post, like in Umar Johnson comment in the comment section for videos. I sent in an email, but I sent you a resume, but I got no response. Well, what are they going to respond to you with? He don't have no jobs. There's no school. He's just trying to get your information. That's all. That's all. That's all that was about. So there is no faculty and staff. Doesn't exist. 7 years after acquiring these trap bandos and people who sent their resumes in 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 2010. Yeah, a lot of those people, they moved on. This has been going on for such a long time, but he never intended on opening up a school, so he never intended on hiring anybody. Thanks, Joe. We got 1,360, almost 70 people in the building. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you hit that like button. We haven't gotten into the video yet, but that's okay. We're having a good time. The poll question, is it okay for Umar Johnson to live stream in his mama's closet? 24% said yes, 76% said no. Make sure you get your vote in during this live stream. Our goal is 600 likes. We are at 482. Okay, make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. All right, Kandavets, and thank you, Joker, for being a member. Kandavets says the truth of the bandos cannot long stay hidden. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Umar's already painted himself into a box. So he, at this point, unless he gets more work done in the future, he can't show any other area inside of those bandos. He can't show it. He can show those 3 rooms. That's it. That's not enough to prove that renovations are complete. So he's going to have to scramble. He may even be doing that right now. He may have to be scrambling to try to get as much stuff done so that he can do a more thorough walkthrough, and maybe he'll just do it incrementally. He'll fix one room and then he'll walk through and show 4 classrooms. This is how diabolical Umar is. 2 weeks later, he gets another room fixed up, at least to where it looks like it's decent, and then he does another walkthrough and shows 5 classrooms, and he just does it incrementally. I can see Umar doing something like that. Now, if someone went up there today and took video footage of the interior and then posted online, it'd be a wrap. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Shay became a member again. Thank you so much, Shay. New T. Diggy says he hasn't addressed a remediation action plan for brownfields with the state. He can't submit for certificate of occupancy because of that, period. Yeah. Now, see, there may be things that Umar has to do dealing with the area-wide plan and the Environmental Protection Agency classifying these buildings as brownfield catalyst sites. There may be specific things, unique things that he has to do in advance to applying for the certificate of occupancy simply because of this. It's possible. Umar hasn't spoken about that. It's a big old mess. That's why it's not even possible. He needs a team. And the team would be advising. Some people would be specifically addressing this issue right here. That's all they would be focusing on. Okay, what are the things that we need to do in terms of renovations to get this mitigated so that when we put it on an application, it won't fail simply because this hasn't been addressed yet. You know, she should have a general contractor. You know, that general contractor should know people who specialize in mold removal to get estimates and figure out exactly what needs to be done. It's possible that the significant part of the structure itself, these structures, need to be gutted. But Umar doesn't have a team. So stuff like this ain't no time. And there may be other stuff too, new that Umar has to do even before he even applies to certificate doctrine that he's not even aware of. Because it's just him. No, thank you for the super chat, new T Diggy. Young Money says, I watched a video of Umar talking about his trip to Africa the other day. It's an interesting video. And when he's telling the story of how the guy at the hotel told him, welcome home, and he started crying, I almost felt sorry for him. Yeah, I did too. That's another thing that I couldn't really figure out what the emotions were about per se. It could have been just nostalgia. And this is just me just thinking out loud because I don't know, but I thought about it and I've thought about it quite a few times. I don't know the answer, but knowing Umar with the narcissism and his nostalgia for Africa, it may be that it made him emotional because he doesn't want to be here in the United States of America. He doesn't want to live his life as it is currently here in the United States of America. Again, he's unemployed. He has at least 3 baby mamas in Philadelphia alone. He don't pay child support on time. He's 51 years old. He's not married. He lives off of his mama in Section 8 housing. He's been running a school scam now since at least 2010. He conceptualized it in 2004, collected millions of dollars, and not one black child has been educated. Doesn't have his own vehicle. Who wants that life? So what I thought was that Umar, with his nostalgia for Africa, when he was over there, I think he felt like he was really special. He felt like a king. He had someone, come and they would come. I'm sure they would bring him food and they would come and clean his room for him and change out the sheets and fix the bed. And Umar was like, he was so humble. What that translated to me was that Umar saw this person like a servant, like a slave. And that there was something about that experience and feeling so important and high and mighty while he was over in Africa. That there's something about that experience that stuck with Umar, because when he comes back over here to America, he has to deal with the reality of the situation. He's nothing more than a bum from Philly. That's what I thought that the emotion was, that he would much rather be catered to in Africa, where he perceives himself to be some sort of a king, a prince, a messiah, than to be in the United States of America living out the life of a bum from Philly. That's what I thought. But I don't have an answer to that. That's one of the things that I've always been confused about dealing with. There's a couple other things too, like it just doesn't make any sense to me. But that's what I thought about. Yeah. Yeah, and I did. I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him. Thank you, Young Money. That video is an important video. It's really important to get insights into Umar, especially early Umar, because he tells a story. It's a retrospective about when he went to Africa. And there's 2 videos that he tells these stories, and I kind of combine them inside the documentary. Those videos are very telling. There's a lot that you can glean from Umar from those videos. Okay, thank you, Young Money, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Miss Honey says, I barely watch TV. Your channel is entertaining. Okay, yeah, well, welcome. I don't really watch TV. Like, I'll put on Star Trek sometimes, but it's not like I'm sitting there watching it per se. Like, I'll just have it on if I'm working on something. But it's a different time period. Most people, they're on social media anyway, and then we can stream stuff. When we were growing up, when I was a kid, there was no streaming. There was no internet. And stuff would come on the TV. There was like maybe 8 channels. At a certain point, it was 8. I remember it was three channels. And I remember a long time ago, earlier on, we had black and white TVs. Okay, and it's just because some people couldn't afford the nicer color TVs with the big back TVs until later. But I also remember the way the TV used to work back then is something would come on at scheduled times. They had something called a TV guide, and you were looking at the TV guide to see when stuff comes on. You have to open it up and look and find stuff. So it's not like you can get on and put on whatever you want to whenever you wanted to. So it was a different time back then. Nowadays, most people, not a lot of people are sitting around watching TV or they're on the smart TV. They're just streaming stuff. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Miss Honey. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. Sweet D says, Lene posted it on her IG, Umar Johnson's fake fiance. Can someone send me a link to that, to my email? I'll go pull it up before we get up out of here. I thought we were going to have a short show, but it ain't going to happen. We got 1,400 people up in here. oh well. Okay. Yeah, someone email it to me. I'll pull it up and play it for everybody. And I hope it ain't who I think it is. Thank you, Sweet D. Because if it is, I'm going to pull something else for you, up for y'all, just to be petty. Thank you, Sweet D, for Super Chat. Kogo says he showed more incomplete than he has completed. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. He showed more that was incomplete dealing with these trap banners and the renovations than he just showed that was completed. And even what he showed that he claims that it's done, it's not done. It's not done. He put some tile up. He put some flooring down. That's it. That doesn't mean the renovations are complete in any of those rooms. Okay. Thanks, Kogo. Shout out to Kogo too. Puppet D says Ifatunde's horse keeper here. I'm tired of cleaning horse dung and smelling like two-stroke gas. What in the world is two-stroke gas? My goodness. Our students will ride till they can't no more. I thought I was tripping though, but he did say that. He said that because we were cracking up. I remember. Because I was like, yeah, them courses going to be all up against the wall like this. But that's Umar. Because he said that they won't have FDMG farm and that they're going to have, each class was going to have a mascot, a horse. He said, this guy's nuts. Okay. Thanks, Puppet D. Slim Jerusalem says, is it poetic justice, irony, or both if those banners are literally causing his mental and physical health to deteriorate? Yeah, we've talked about that. But the thing is that his mental health and his physical health, it was deteriorating prior to Umar acquiring these trap bandos. And part of it, in my opinion, is that the money that was coming in, he was using it to self-destruct. He would binge eat. It allowed him to indulge in substance abuse more. It put him in a position where he could spend it on women, right? And there's a lot that comes with that though too. Being around certain people, being around in certain situations, and what's available, even outside of sex. You guys understand what I'm saying? What I think is that him being in these abandoned buildings, in particular with the mold, because we know that is an issue, that it has not helped him health-wise. I think that it has harmed him. In fact, I remember a video, we played it recently. He was in the gym and he was trying to talk and he started coughing, and it was a real weird type of cough. And I have a sense that there's something in there that fumes or something that was toxic. It was a weird cough. It ain't no regular cough. So yeah, I think it has had an impact, but I also think that his physical and mental health was deteriorating prior to him acquiring, in particular his mental health, was prior to acquiring these trap banners in Wilmington. I think his mental health was he was struggling with that going all the way back to at least 2004. At least. It could be argued that it was even in his childhood. I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I know at least in 2004, going into 2005, then when he takes his trip over to Africa. Yeah. But yeah, we could say that, yeah, it's ironic. We could say that, what I can't say, because the school is just symptomatic of something. The school is symptomatic of Umar getting money out of people for a school that does not exist still to this day. So I've said this many times, that ultimately all the money that Umar Johnson has raised, he's actually used it to self-destruct. I would, and in this sense, even still, if we take a step further, even him acquiring these trap bandos and being inside of these trap bandos with the mold situation, who knows what else, that's a form of self-destruction too. But that wouldn't have been made possible without the money that his donors sent to him. Yeah, and in that sense, yeah, it is poetic justice. There's irony there. Yeah. Thank you, Son Jerusalem. Kadar says, I sent a link to the woman in red Lene posted. Okay, let me go up over here right quick. What she got red on? What in the world? Okay, yeah. A couple of people. You guys tripping. You guys be tripping. Dr. Nene, I'm not even gonna play because I know it's gonna be something crazy. Should I chance it? No, I can't play that because I already know what people gonna say. I can't do that because I already know what people gonna say. I don't want to do that. Okay, let me get to, let's see here. That's crazy. Okay, I got it right here. Okay, what in the world? Yeah, oh man. Okay. Yeah, let me download this. This person don't do nothing crazy, do they? Let me know real quick. If she don't do, anyone who's seen it, she don't do nothing crazy. Because if she does, I ain't gonna pull it up here. Okay, he didn't say horses. He said horse. Okay. All right, maybe that's what I was tripped up. Thank you, Wicked Angel. That's crazy. Okay, she good. Okay, Kev. Okay, I'm gonna trust Kev. Okay, y'all ain't about to get me taken down. Because I can just what she posted there. I said, what in the world? I'll read to y'all what she posted, then I'll play the video. All right, it's downloading right now. Okay, what she posted was on my birthday, I took my drunk. This is from 31 weeks ago. What in the world? I took my drunk ass to FDMG to fix the school because what the F is we doing? Why was that intercom broken for months? It takes a village. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna trust you, Kev, on this one. Here we go.
To see that. Now you can pull off with your bitch ass, stinking ass, ratchet ass, straight from Wilmington, never been nowhere ass, puss ass, stink ass, dick sucking ass hunger.
All right. Why is she talking?
Look at that.
Oh, okay. That's too much. I'm sorry, y'all. There's a little too much. You couldn't see nothing, but the shadows enough. She up there fixing the school, y'all. Anyway, man. All right. That's all we gonna do right there, family. We're gonna move on. I don't know. She was drunk, so I don't know what she was talking about. All right. It's this whole school scam it's a mess all the way across the board. All right, let me do the rest of these super chats so that we can at least start the video because we're almost 2 hours in. We ain't even started yet. Okay, let's see. Where are we at here? Okay, I think I'm almost down here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got your thank you, Young Money, again for a super chat. I got this one to Miss Honey, Sweet D. Okay, I just pulled that one up just now. I thought it was somebody else. I was gonna put something else. I ain't gonna do that. He showed more. Yeah, I got that one too. Thank you, Coco. Puppet D says, Ifatun, there's horse keepers here. I'm trying. Okay, I got that one too. I got that one too. Slim Jerusalem says, it's okay, I got that one too. Okay, Kadar says, okay, I got that one. Thank you so much. SH Play says, if Umar was sincere, input from anyone would be welcomed and appreciated. Absolutely, absolutely. There's two things. One is that he's not sincere. It's a big con. It's a big scam. But the other thing that even if he was, the narcissism, Umar doesn't take constructive criticism, let alone any level of criticism. And he won't even accept constructive criticism. He thinks he knows everything already. I don't need no help, right? But that's the irony of Umar, that even if he was sincere and he wanted to open up a school, he's not the type of person who would allow for anyone else to get any type of shine or any type of input because he has to dominate everything. That's Umar. And that's one of the reasons why the trap banners are where they're at now 7 years after acquiring them. I would propose that that's why he doesn't have a board of directors too, because he's a paranoid. He feels that people are trying to sabotage him. He would see everyone on the board as if they're coming to sabotage him. So he can't, he won't take their advice. He won't listen to them or anything. And then he has to be in total control. He's a megalomaniac. That's Umar. Oh, thanks, SH Play. What's up, Broken Palms? I ain't seen you in a minute. Says I was in room 132 with my sneaky link. That's all I'm going to say. That's all you should say. All right, thanks. Good to see you too. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you for that. All he says, it's been a while in the peace and love. I ain't seen you in a minute, so it's good to see you. Hope everything's going all right with you, bro. Yeah. One Shot Gaming says Zest back. What are you talking about? Zest Talk Mountain, Zest Back Mountain. All right. Golly. Thanks much, I give me. Imagine being under FDMG payroll and having to donate every month to get paid. See, the way it would happen if Umar ever got open and he actually had a payroll, he would probably be in a position where he would tell people, listen, I ain't got it this month, so y'all gonna have to hold on. Or can I pay you, a half now and the rest of it in about 6 months? Because he doesn't have a plan. If anyone ever asks Umar, do you have a business plan? Well, let me take that back. Has anyone ever seen Umar show a business plan? Furthermore, do you think that Umar has a business plan? For me, it's a no and a no. He's never shown a business plan, and that would show how this is going to work financially, right? He's never shown a financial plan. And do I think he has one? No. So then why do people take him seriously? That's one of the first things you have in order. Thanks, T. And it's not that Umar puts that together himself. He would have a team of people that's what they did with the Moore Academy. They had all kinds of people working on that. Massive document. But Umar is a one-man show. And the question is, why is he a one-man show? He's a megalomaniac. He wants to be in control of everything, including the money. And if the more people who are involved, the more oversight there will be. More oversight, there will be more need for transparency. And that's the thing that Umar Johnson fears. Except for the thing he fears more than that is for more Black women to come out and expose him for sexual and financial exploitation. Thanks, T, for super chat. Broken Palm Tree said, Lenon, do you remember when Umar trained Teef to enter the Kentucky Derby? Yeah, you were around back then. she really was surprised. Yeah, Tip the Griff, she goes back a ways. I don't know if you know this, Broken Palm Tree, but she don't mess with Umar like that anymore. He probably, because she used to send him money all the time because he would talk about it in his live streams when he used to live stream. And she probably got tired of being financially exploited and who knows what else, because it was a mess. It was a mess, and she always wanted his attention and always trying to outdo the other women to get his attention. It was just ridiculous. And truth be told, he didn't like her. He was scared of her. He didn't like her. But she ain't around. There's quite a few people from back in the day that when we used to live stream, they used to be rah-rah for Umar. They don't mess with him anymore, including Tip the Griff. In fact, I even have I have a what you call it. Let me see if I can find this right quick. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Because we did have we had a sighting of Tiff the Griff. Here we go. This is special for Broken Palm Tree. I ain't seen it in a long time. Here you go.
Newest drop from the King Kong consciousness line. Meet Grifty Tiffany, the newest drop from the King Kong consciousness line. 2 hairstyles, knee-high combat boots, and a shirt that loves Umar almost as much as she loves speaking her mind.
Let me tell you something, sister. These haters been working overtime on my downfall, and I'm still here, sharper than a brand new edge up. They whisper their little conspiracies, but I see the strings, I see the puppet masters, and I pull receipts.
Grifty Tiffany, part of the King Kong consciousness line. Other dolls and playsets sold.
Shout out to Kogo. Here's another
The King Kong consciousness, the doll with wisdom and a whole lot of style.
He speaks 3 iconic quotes. It's the CashApp. FDMG is coming next year. We're the butter pecan queen. With a phone gin bob.
He even comes with a bunny and zebra cake.
Okay, let me give you guys 2. Let me give you guys 2 more. Oh, this one right here was classic.
Time to fix up some fun with my first FDMG Fixer-Upper School from Play School. Paint on fresh colors, pop out the removable HVAC, and clean up with real-looking trash and litter pieces. Build it, paint.
Okay, and let me give you guys, man, I have so many of them. I don't think I played this one. Let's see this one right quick. Then we gotta get going here.
Where are my almond butter queens? Oh, yes. The contractor didn't flush.
Toilet Tunde comes with 3 iconic phrases and bathroom-ready accessories. Get yours today while supplies last.
Toilet Tunde. And then one last one.
Honor Brother Jose action figure, part of the Cookie Crush line. Dressed to keep it cool in his poncho, sombrero, and shades, he's ready for any call.
Sí, señor. ¿Cómo está? No problema. When do you want me to come?
Each figure comes with his own cell phone and mini HVAC.
Okay, I wish this was a toy. That'd be so cool. All right. Shout out to Broken Palm Trees. Giannis says, my father raised me to be a gentleman and a Christian. He still tries to discipline me, but still listens to this deadbeat pagan clown sad joke. Yeah, that's another conflict I've seen over and over again with Umar. There are people who claim to be Christian, but they believe in Umar, they support Umar, they defend Umar. That's another thing I don't get. But I'm not here to shame people for, you can believe whatever you want to, but if you're a Christian, that's something I don't get. I just don't get it. Thanks, Giannis, for the super chat. He was on a Christian radio show host one time. He called the Christian radio show host a coon and the N-word. Umar was so mad. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Wicked, I got this one. Thank you so much. One of the contractors. What are you saying, that lady? No, that's not what that was. Thank you, Dar. Miss Honey says, Lenon said, come on now. That's too. No, it was too much. We ain't got to see all that. Thanks, Miss Honey, for super chat. I remember he just told you his financial plan is to pray. Yeah, but again, it doesn't make sense, even if that was. Okay, let's say that for some reason that is, you can do all the praying you want to, but you got to do something, right? You got to live a certain way in the first place, but you also got to put in work. Umar, he doesn't do. He lazy. I can't remember how. I mean, it's hundreds of times. Literally, it's hundreds of times where Umar is up there talking about. Well, I should say it this way. There's been hundreds of times where Umar is saying that he's working, but he's not working. So you can say, God bless me, and so that this building gets complete. But if you're not working, it's not going to get complete. It's not going to be completed. It just makes sense. So when Umar posts that, it doesn't make sense because he's lazy. See, he's just setting up the next play, and he wants people to get into their feelings and get into their emotions and, make it about, God or whatever. This ain't got nothing to do. No, it ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with praying unless you're praying to some other. Let me stop. Let's keep going. Thank you, Iceman Vamp. Matthew Mensa says, that clown came to my country, Ghana, and finessed himself to a passport by the old government and said he wanted to build a school if funds could be donated. We ain't dumb. He is a scammer and USA. Yeah, well, hey, listen. I can't argue that last point. The truth is the truth. It may hurt a little bit. He's a scammer. What I will tell you, though, is there are people over here in the United States of America. We've known this for many years, and we've been putting the word out for many years. And there are people who still don't want to believe. And Umar's done this all over the world, including in Ghana. One time, he was saying that he was gonna start a Black Wall Street in Ghana. Get on your Cash App, get on your PayPal. He gonna open up a school in Ghana. Before he went over there to go get his pass, this was years ago. And I remember I did a live stream and I was talking about how Umar was trying to make inroads into Africa because more and more people were waking up over here in the United States of America and over there in the UK. And so Umar, you start seeing him going to Africa more and more and more. And I told you, he up there lying to them people over there talking about he need money to open up a school. Over there sexually exploiting the women up over there too, because that's what he does. Nothing's changed. So anyway, I'm not surprised by this because Umar has a history of doing this. He'll go to another African country and he'll tell them the same thing. He'll go over to the UK and he'll tell them he's gonna open up a school in London and Yorkshire and Manchester. That's what I have video of that. He asked for donations while he's over there. And then when he would come back to the States, whatever city he would go to, he would tell people that he's going to open up a school there to donate. It's all manipulation. He's an international scammer, right? Thank you, Matthew. And thank you for the post, because listen, we need more people over there in Africa to be speaking out about this guy too. Okay, so thank you. Joker 12341 says, do you remember the mother who said she moved to Delaware and had a boy who she wanted to go to FDMG, and Umar told her we might not get to him? That was sad. Yeah, that's one of that's probably for me, that's the saddest video that I've seen, because there's different tiers to this. There's the worst video I've seen Umar do. is probably the Sadie rant, but the saddest video that I've seen is that video right there. And there's a woman that moved to Wilmington because Umar was telling people to move to Wilmington, and she had a special needs son, and she moved to Wilmington because she wanted her son to attend FDMG, because Umar initially promised it was, that they were going to have special, it was going to be special for people who had children who had different issues. I should say it that way. Well, she moved out there and moved her son out there, and she went up to these abandoned buildings and was asking Umar, when was the school going to open? Sad, so sad. And Umar gives her 2 dates. This was years ago. I think it was probably in 2022, something like that. It's one of the saddest videos you guys will ever see dealing with this Umar Johnson saga. He didn't care. All right. Okay, everyone, thank you for all the this is kind of like a super chat show to start, huh? Thank you. I appreciate it. There is a poll question, y'all. Make sure you get your vote in on the poll question. Is it okay for Umar Johnson to live stream in his mama's closet? 24% said yes, 76% said no. We got 1,385 votes there. And then we're already at 587 likes. Our goal is to get to 600. So we'll do that in short order. Okay, let's get to the main video for today. And this was recorded February, what was this? I have February 8th. Is that right? February 8th. Yeah, that was on Sunday. Yeah. So Umar's back inside of his mama's closet, and let's see what he's talking about. All right, here we go. And shout out to everyone who's good for a sec. Let's go. Yeah, he got on the Eagles gear. He tells black people we shouldn't be wearing that stuff, right? But he sure will wear it himself. Live streaming inside his mama closet. They got no shame. Y'all ain't gonna catch me live. They ain't gonna catch me live streaming in any closet, let alone my mama closet. Let me skip through because they ain't saying nothing. Here you go. He look all mad and dejected. Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's what he called it. He called it Eagles paraphernalia. Is he gonna say anything? Someone said Umar looked like a shift manager at Subway. Shout out to Subway. They got vegan patties there. Or veggie patties. At least some of them, not all of them have it.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Peace and Pan Africanism, peace and Pan Africanism.
Yeah, he started off digging in his ear.
This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. This is the Black History Month edition.
Dang, this guy, he looked like, I don't know, he looked like a demonic character from Star Wars, don't he? Like a Darth Maul, Negro Darth. You want to look like a Negro Darth Maul. All right, I shouldn't have said that. Could help it, but he do. Let's keep going. I apologize.
The Black Parent Know Your School Rights teleconference. If you have any questions or concerns about education,
here you go,
or mental health for your children, sons or daughters, this is your opportunity to ask that question.
Excuse me.
Text your name and your city to 215-989-9858. Text your name and your city to 215-989-9858. Text your name and your city to 215-989-9858. No volume. Y'all can't hear me? Give me some fists or some hearts if y'all can hear me.
There he go.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I need to know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I believe that you all can hear.
I'm sorry. Somebody else sent me a link to that video. I about 5 people sent me a link to that video, that lady with the red, what you call it on. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Lene posted it on her Instagram, and it says on there, "Stop playing with me. FDG is coming." Lene, why you do that? Don't do that. Anyway, let's keep going. That's wild. Thanks everyone who sent me that.
So again, This is only about children.
Yeah, somebody said this is that one lady, and she emailed me. The one that had the red dress on. She emailed me one time. I didn't respond. This poor thing.
I will do a couple of Instagram live tap-ins, but we will mostly be calling folks up. If you have a question about your son or daughter, autism, behavior, grades, racism, evaluations, IEPs, 504s, whatever your concern is involving your children, now is the time. Let me also remind everybody that the Dr. Umar online Black Book Club is popping.
Oh, cut it out,
you have
Umar.
to subscribe to my Instagram, $9.99 a month. If you subscribe to my Instagram, that automatically puts you in the Dr. Umar Instagram book club. This is the first book we're reading. The Miseducation of the Negro by the father of Black History Month, the founder of Negro History Week, which we celebrated 100 years for.
Yeah, wow. Someone sent me a step-by-step breakdown of the first stages of inspection for a certificate of occupancy in Wilmington. Wow. Ain't no way he passing this. We'll get into this in a future live stream, but it's a step-by-step.
Yesterday, February 7th, 1926 to February 7th, 2026. This is the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Make sure you get you a copy of Miseducation of the Negro. Read the first 3 chapters. I will be dropping the date soon for the first Instagram members only, Dr. Umar IG Book Club study and discussion session.
Man, he looked like he just woke up or he didn't go to sleep. Yeah, this lady right here. Yeah, I think this is the one that emailed me. I believe this is, and correct me if I'm wrong. James would know. James, you still here? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this the woman that Umar claimed got the other munition off of the other building? Because we got someone took pictures of the munition and sent it to me, and we broke that story. But I thought Umar said that one of his supporters, and I think it's her, got the other one off the other side. No, I already played it. It's just when she bent down, it's just you can't see nothing, but still, goodness, what in the world? And there we go. And James is credible. He be telling me stuff that I don't know about. He be sending me stuff and be telling. I was like, is that what? So everybody need to give James a shout out, because half of these shows over the last year, we wouldn't even have done them without him. So that's the lady. She emailed me too then. Shout out to Dr. Nene too. Let's play it one more time then. This is one of, again, that's what I'm saying. She live up there.
To see that. Now you can pull out with your bitch ass thinking ass.
Let me mute her talking crazy. But she's mad because the ring camera fell off.
Look at that.
Okay. Men, let me give you a little advice. Quality over quantity. Amen. Yeah, Domo, she barefooted, but she got a crown on too. You see this? Anyone catch that? Poor thing. That's all I can say. That was my older sister. I was like, oh, that poor thing. You poor thing. She always said that. I would get that from her. Poor thing. My mama always said, evidently. So I saw here when you hear me say that's from my mama. She said, evidently, you don't know what you're doing. But damn. Yeah. That's funny though. All right. Yeah. She got a little cock to the side a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she got to represent. That's the Black Conscious prom, family. It's the mole prom. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a mole prom removal. I'm sorry. A mole removal prom on the 31st, the next month. All right. What's up, Cam? What they call that? You know, when you win the thing where you win for the Sadie Hawkins or whatever that's called. She gonna win. All right. Okay. Yeah, whatever that is. No, that's not Tiff now. Don't do that. That's not Tiff. All right. What do you mean? I didn't pause the video. That was the end of it where she does her finger. She gives the F bird. What you call it? All right. Yeah. She's the mole, the prom, the mole remediation prom queen. Yeah. Bless her heart. That's all we can say. That's all we can say, family. Bless her precious heart. All right, let's get going here. Smart Boy says, "Wait, who is this lady and why is she upset?" I'm confused. On her Instagram, she posts that she was drunk when she did this. But this is a young lady that live up there, and she is the one that got the munition, the other musician, and got it to Umar. All right, that was posted because that's when the city was going to take these buildings back, or they were going to sell these buildings at sheriff's sale because Umar didn't pay the bills. But she contacted me too. She contacted me when I had one time I had Lenon on. She was trying to get me not to have Lenon on. I don't even know if I still have that email. Yeah, I'm not going to pull up it. I ain't going to do her like that because she's still a woman. I'm not going to do that. But Lene's already investigated her, sent me receipts and stuff. And I think she believes that she's like wifey number one. I think she thinks that in her mind. Poor thing. It's sad. I mean, he really, Umar. And again, if you want to participate in that as a woman, you know, at a certain point, you got to hold it's not my job to hold women accountable. It's not. It's just not. Okay. I don't believe in that. I'm old school. You know, I believe men should hold men accountable and women should hold women accountable. Call me sexy if you want to. That's just how I am. But what I will say is that if you are a willful participant in some of this foolishness, then, you know, ain't much I can say. You know, but if you lower your standards to this degree to be messing with Umar, then you need to do some introspection. But we used to call that self-check. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. And she's fairly young too. Sad. But Umar, he done did women like this all around the world. And they think they're special. No. Just a jump off. Umar get from me what he can, and he on to the next. Sad. Thanks, Mark Barbie. Miss Vertica says she's going in. Yeah, I don't even know why she's mad because the ring camera was broken, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's broken up there. Not to be like that, but there's a lot of stuff that's broken up there. All right. Thanks, Miss Vernica. Kiara says she got bare feet where somebody. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on, but she said she was drunk. That when she posted it, she said she was drunk. I saw it. I should take a screenshot of it so I can have it and archive it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now. And it's filthy up there. Yeah, I'll play it one more time.
To see that, now you can pull up with your bitch ass stinking ass.
Yeah, mold. Look at. Oh man, poor thing. Oh, so sad. Look like she got weave too. I could be wrong, but you know, not that it matters to me, but based on what Umar be saying, I could be wrong though. All right. Oh, thank you, Kiara. Wild Gordon says, "Hi, Lenon. I see Umar still trapping in mama closet. Wow, what a life. He has no shame. Yeah, the thing is that if Umar had shame, he wouldn't be up in there, because we called him out on it hundreds of times, and it's just not a good look to be 51 and be in this little crawl. It's a small little space, and it's filthy in there. If you had shame, it's part of it. He don't have no self-awareness, but if he had shame, he had self-awareness, he would feel ashamed about it. He wouldn't do it anymore, but he continues to do it. You know, it's cold out there too, so it's warmer in his mama closet than it is up these trap bandos. Yeah, no shame whatsoever. Thank you, Hen Wild Gordon. I think I'm all caught up in here. Okay, I think I got this one earlier from Berkeley. Umar's trash period, good for nothing. Yeah, you right about that. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. Okay, and then One Shot Game says, take it easy on her, Lenon. She's the administrator of the FDMG. No, we ain't gonna do that. She's still a woman. I feel bad for her because she looks younger. You know, she looks a lot younger. It's just sad. You know, but Umar, he's done this to hundreds, if not thousands, of women all around the world at this point. He's been at this for decades. It's truly sad. Okay, let's get back to the main video. Okay, we didn't really get much done, but it's all good. It's all good. We're going to go for maybe another 30 minutes because I got to get some editing. I got to get this audio input into this timeline. It's like three pages worth of the script that I read right before I did start this live stream. So I got to get this next segment done. Okay, here we go.
This book has many different covers. Don't worry about the cover. It comes in many different covers. It's one of the most printed books in Black history. So just make sure you get the name right. Miseducation of the Negro, Dr. Carter. I'm sure why y'all can barely hear me. My volume is all the way up, so I don't know what's going on. So Instagram Book Club, you're automatically in it if you subscribe to my Instagram. $9.99 a month. First study and discussion group coming soon. So let's go to the parents. And before I go to the parents, let me say this. I want to thank all the FDMG donors.
Here you go.
Yesterday, I announced that we completed the renovations on the school. 7 long, hard years of struggle, but we arrived. So thank you to all my donors from the continent of Africa, all my brothers and sisters around the continent of Africa who stood with us. Okay, since we took our first donation in April of 2014, it'll be 12 years since the first donation in April of 2026. It took us 5 years to get the building.
Of April of 2026? What are you talking about, you goofy? He had land donated to him in 2012. So he's lying there too.
7 years to renovate the building. And now we will be applying for our inspection and certificate of occupancy.
It's amazing how he lies like this.
Before Black History Month ends. Hopefully we'll pass that without too many hiccups. And then we will start.
Without too many hiccups. He already setting all this up. He knows it's going to fail.
Decorating the inside of the building. Please send in your donations. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Checks of money orders payable to P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. For all of you who are sending me regular monthly donations, we need you to start that up again. I asked you guys to hold off when we got debanked. I asked you guys to hold off back in August when we got debanked. Okay, we are no longer debanked. We are now with a black bank. So please start those automatic donations.
Debanked, that's funny.
We depended on those donations to get these renovations done, and we're going to depend on those donations to get these decorations done, to furnish the school, the desk, the books, all the supplies we need for our children, school uniforms, you name it. So please start back up with the donations. PayPal.me/FDMG.
Start back up with the donations. Man, this guy, scandalous.
Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. So celebrating 100 years of Black History Month and celebrating the completion, finally, of the renovations at the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Peace and Pan Africanism. So let's go to the text messages. Again, if you have a question, text me your name and your city. If you have a question about your child, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. If you have a question about your son or daughter, if we don't get many questions, we will end the session early today. All right. This is all about black children. We don't focus on our children enough.
Look who's talking.
Okay. So, any questions about black children, text them to me. For my HBCU and PWI students, for my HBCU and PWI students, for my HBCU and PWI students, I need an official letter of invitation from your organization's faculty advisor or a university staff member. I need an official letter of invitation from your organization's faculty advisor or other university administrator in order for me to take your invitation seriously. So make sure they send that to me, princeofpanafricanism@gmail.com. We spell Africa with a K. princeofpanafricanism@gmail.com. And we spell Africa with a K.
Hello?
Good morning, Sister Mecca. How are you?
I'm well.
Good to hear your voice, woman. It's been many, many years.
You might have me mixed up with somebody else. I've never spoken with you before.
My apologies.
Oops. Goofy.
Know a Mecca Shabazz from New Jersey who relocated to Atlanta. So when you called, it showed Mecca Shabazz and it said Atlanta. So I thought you were her. My apologies. Are you in fact calling from Atlanta, sister?
I am.
All right. Welcome. Go right ahead with your question.
My question is,
my
son is in the 10th grade.
Public school, charter school, private school, parochial school?
Public school.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes advanced AP classes. And I believe that the upperclassmen in the classes, because the classes are upperclassmen, are messing with him. And I don't know how to address that. I keep, like when I ask him how his day went or if anything's bothering him, I can't get him to open up and let me know if he's having any issues. I just wanted to know your advice on that. Like, how do I continue to encourage him to take these advanced classes and be around upperclassmen, but then give him the proper knowledge to deal with maybe bullying or feeling uncomfortable being around upperclassmen?
So let me ask you a question, Sister Mecca. Has he expressed interest in being removed from the class?
No.
Okay, so that's not an issue, which is good. Number two, the school that he attends, the students are primarily of what ethnicity?
Black.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Umar's trying to paint this as if it's racism. That's what he's trying to paint it as. But she was like, they're all mainly black.
Mostly black. What about the teachers?
Black.
And most of the children in AP.
Y'all see Umar? Yeah, because he always said the teachers are all racist, but they all black. Okay, what else can I?
Are also black.
Yes.
Okay. When you said they're messing with him, could you give me some specifics? What exactly are they doing?
He won't tell me specifically. I think it's just more they pick on him because he's in 10th grade and they're 11th and 12th graders.
Okay, now when you say he won't tell you, how do we know he has a problem at all? So he did tell you that he's being picked on, but he won't tell you how.
Right. Okay. We had a conversation at one point where I kind of read in between the lines, I would say, where we were speaking about loyalty and.
Oh my goodness, y'all. James, wow. This is crazy. So the young lady that I showed in the red, James is saying that she is a councilwoman. And she was allegedly arrested or jailed in and around August 31st of 2017. Brighton City Council Ashley Henderson, and I can say her name because she's a public servant, was arrested in Homewood Wednesday for failure to appear in court for a theft of property case. Henderson is being held in the city jail on a $300 bond. And this goes back to August 31st of 2017. Yeah. Yeah, you want me to play it for you? Hold on 1 second. Again, she's a public servant, so if this is her, it looks like her to me. Here, I'll play it for you guys. Can we do a screen share? It's always something with Umar, ain't it? Some of you already knew this, I guess. I don't know nothing about it. My main focus on Umar. That's enough for me. I ain't got time for nothing else. Oh, wait, I didn't do it right. I have to share the audio. Okay, here we go. Hey, y'all let me know if you can hear the audio when I play it, because you guys know it's been tripping lately. So this is from WVTM 13. All right, let me pull it up. Here we go. Is it working? Oh, here we go. Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear the audio.
Today, a Brighton City Councilwoman is in jail right now. Ashley Henderson was arrested in Homewood for jumping bail. That means she didn't appear in court for a theft of property case. She's currently in the Homewood City Jail on a $300 bond.
That looks like her. Again, this is from 2017, but it does look like her. Let me play one more time.
Today, a Brighton City Councilwoman is in jail right now. Ashley Henderson was arrested in Homewood for jumping bail. That means she didn't appear in court for a theft of property case. She's currently in the Homewood City Jail on a $300 bond.
This Umar Johnson saga crazy. Shout out to James. It looked like her. You guys tell me. Here, let me go back. I downloaded something else too. I'll put this one on for you guys. This is from August 25th of 2025. It looked like her to me. There you go.
Look, God getting the gate put up on this motherfucker. Oh, he is not playing. He is not playing with y'all. He is not playing. All right, doctor. Wait, too. I can't even turn the damn thing around. These folks working. They working. So that man ain't got no words. I don't know. Okay, FDMG. I'm talking about working real tools. Them ain't no shade tree tools either. Look at the gate. He minded. I'm so minding my business. Look at him.
You on the phone? I want it. Why you do that? Why you doing that?
Cute. They probably think I'm with the bullshit. That's what's up, though. Okay, FDMG.
I think this is the woman that emailed me. Lene knows. I don't think she's here today, but that's her, ain't it? That's her. Let me go back to the other video.
See that? Now you can pull out with your bitch ass thinking.
Let me mute that. Goodness. Yeah, this is a councilwoman. Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's the end of it right there. Boy, this Umar Johnson saga, it don't stop, y'all. It don't stop. Yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all. Real talk. I'm Roof. And let me play this one more again. Here you go.
Brighton City Council. A Brighton City Council woman is in jail right now. Ashley Henderson was arrested at Homewood for jumping bail. That means she didn't appear in court for a theft of property case. She's currently in the Homewood City Jail on a $300 bond.
Umar be messing with these jailbirds. Evidently, Umar be messing with these jailbirds. I don't mean to laugh, but you ain't gonna catch me. Listen, if I was saying I wasn't married, I ain't messing with no jailbird, y'all. That's not happening. I got too many kids for that. What kind of example? That's what kind of example that sets for my kids? You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. Man, boy. Okay. Shout out to James for sending me. I had no idea. But I believe that's the lady that emailed me. Because she had on all this red, black, and green stuff when I looked at the thing. Oh, poor thing. All right. Let's get back to it. We ain't gonna go for much longer because we got blowed off during this live stream. We're 2.5 hours in. We watched 12 minutes of the main video. All right, boy, this is crazy. Okay, yeah, she's all right. All right, what's up, Kay? I said, Lenon, I'm an OG in the sector waiting to see. Yeah, you've been around for a long time. Yeah, you've been around for a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I believe that around this time next year that this FDMG school scam in Wilmington is going to come to a close. But who knows what happens after that? Umar could reinvent himself like Jay Morrison is trying to do. He can go over to Africa. So I don't know. It's just it goes on and on and on. And again, I've researched to all the way back to Umar's childhood. I've researched his daddy too, and his grandpapa Cicero and Uncle Nancy. Let's play it. He's been at this for such a long time, and it's not just the school scamming and getting money for these different scams. It's also the sexual exploitation of Black women. See, that's the thing I have a bigger issue with that I think people may have a misunderstanding about. The school is a scam. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, but what he's doing to these Black women, I have an aversion for it. So people ever wondered, okay, why do you keep? Well, that's probably the preeminent reason why, because of what he's doing to these Black women all around the world, over in Africa too. And I'll speak out against it. I will continue to do so. And I'm not doing it to run game. Again, my wife and I, we're about to celebrate 25 years. We got 5 beautiful babies together. I'm good. I'm blessed. But what he's done to Black women all over the world, there's Black women that have alleged that he essayed them. So we supposed to be signing about that? No, I don't think so. And you've been around, so you know what the deal is. Thanks, Kev. Black Wolf says, Lenon, that woman is in politics in Atlanta. She know exactly what she's doing and deserves to get flamed, calling somebody stink, but she looking thinking right. Yeah, but I thought she's a politician in Wilmington, though, right? Because she's up there at those abandoned, or maybe she was a politician in Atlanta. That's probably what happened. Because the hometown, let me see right quick. Maybe I misinterpreted this. So Brighton City Council, is this in Atlanta? Was jailed in her hometown. Brighton City. Is that in Atlanta? WVTM. You know, all I got to do, let me go ahead. I can do some research into her. You guys know I can get that in. I'll pull all her records. It'll take me a week. I'll have everything. Let's see what it say. Yeah, she's not even coming up. Well, here she is right here, though.
I hope you know that you and Ron Bedini are the embarrassment of the city, not us.
Wow, strong words from a Brighton City Council member who left that voicemail for a fellow councilman in light of alleged petty politics. Newly elected Councilwoman Ashley Henderson.
Oh my God, this lady, she got problems. Is this the same? This is the same lady. What city is this in, y'all? Somebody help me out. I'm looking in the chat room right now. Let me put in Brighton, something like that. Brighton City, Atlanta. I mean, Georgia. No, it's not in Georgia. So it must be in Delaware. You're saying there's not one in Delaware, so I don't know. Someone say Alabama. Well, then what is she doing up in FDMG? What is she doing up in FDMG? Yeah, that's in Brighton, Alabama. Boy, this is crazy. What's she doing up there? They got an FDMG in Atlanta and Alabama that look like these trap bandos too. Listen, what is this lady right here? What is this lady right here?
Bitch ass, stinking ass, ratchet ass, straight from Wilmington, never been.
Why is she up here though? I don't get it. She has to be living out there now. Anyway, I'm gonna let it go because none of this don't make no sense to me. I'm gonna let it go. But I found another thing that popped up under her name where she left a message, a rude message for another councilman. I could play it for y'all, but I don't want to get blown off on this. Yeah, I can tell. I'm listening to it. I'm gonna leave this alone because it's too much right now. We got to get going here. Go to Lene IG page, full interview. Huh? What's going on here? A full interview of what, James? Hold on with y'all. Goodness, this is getting crazier and crazier. I had a plan for today too, but sometimes it just go the way it go. Let me see something right quick. Okay, that's not this. Yeah, I'm on the wrong link. But there's some other news that came up where they're talking about this lady. Okay. Yeah, no, this ain't it either. Yeah, I can't find the link. I'm clicking on these other links, but it's not taking me to. Okay, here it is right here. Let me see. There's a full interview. Yeah, but there's a lot. I don't know which one it would be though. There's a lot on here on Sister Lene's Instagram. Yeah, I'm not sure which one you're talking to. I mean, if you can send me a link to whatever video it is that you're talking about, I can pull it up. That's from James. He says, Lene, go to Lene IG page, a full interview. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see. There's a lot on there, but I don't know which one of these is a full interview. Okay. Thanks, Black Wolf, for the super chat. And then CJ says, I'll never understand the people who get online with this man and humiliate themselves in the truth. Yeah, I tend not to watch the videos where people call in because it's just I think it's inappropriate for them to do that. And then they're telling all of their business and they're talking to someone who's live streaming inside their mama closet. It's just not a good look. You know, it's not. And I don't understand that either. I don't. All I can say is that there are people who are in desperate, or at least they perceive themselves to be in desperate situations with their children. But what they need to do is go to true professionals and get professional help because Umar's not the one. He's not. Thanks, CJ. Jay Civic says, funny how the black contractor screwed him, but now he's will a black bank, everything is in the order. Yeah, that's just Umar painting the narrative. You know, I'm now I have a black bank. Okay, what is the black bank? He don't give you that information. He's making all this up. Listen, I don't even think that his bank accounts were frozen. I don't think he's changed banks either. He never provided any proof of that. I think he just came up with the story in advance of the munition coming down because he knew he needed to get money from people. Umar, he's so shady. It's amazing how shady this guy is. It's incredible. The black bank. Now, then he's going to say the black bank stole the money. Watch. You know how the black people are. Thanks, Jay Civic. What's up, Pierre? Says, Philly local weirdo Umar perving off the hell. Okay, right off the gate. Okay. Thanks, Pierre. Jay Civic says, I'm not saying this is happening, but Umar Johnson could just have his friends call in pretending to fake a legitimate call of concern to keep this going. Yeah, but he don't have no friends. And he definitely don't have enough friends to pull something off like this where you got 5, 6, 7, 8 people calling in. I just think these are people who are in desperate situations and they're trying to get help any way they can. So they're going to Umar because he's presenting himself as if he's this professional. And then people would ask, well, why does Umar do these? I mean, well, he does it because it gives him an opportunity to pretend. He's a pretendian, to pretend as if he's a professional. But then also this legitimizes his need for donations. He said, listen, I'm doing this for free. We're trying to open up this school. So get on your CashApp. When he had CashApp, get on your PayPal, make a donation to FDMG. So that it's all structured that way. And it's been like this for years. Right? He's a pretendian. Thanks, Jay Civic. Zazino Flux says, side character Pocahontas the plug. Okay, all right. Live long and prosper. Thank you. And Swagalito says, Lenon, this lady is a complete bugaboo to Lene. She keeps messaging her, truly a nutcase. Yeah, she sent me a message. She sure did. I wouldn't pull it up and show it to you. I mean, I could maybe in the future, but I haven't done enough research into her. But Lene's talked to me about that a couple of months ago. Yeah. Okay, so James says, go to the 9th video down on her page. You see a building with a police car. Oh, goodness. Okay, a building with a police car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I see it right here. Okay. All right, let me download this. If y'all want to go here. Yeah, Umar, he be associated with some shady people, don't he? Why isn't it letting me download it? What in the world? I got a weird message. Let me try this one. Okay, it worked this time. All right, let me pull this up for you guys. We go a little bit further down into the rabbit hole. So this is the same lady. Thanks, Swagonito, for super chat. This is the same lady. It looks weird off the bat. Let's see. Here we go.
Talking with WVTM 13's John Papke and talking with WVTM 13's John Papke.
Ashley Henderson grew up in Brighton. Her grandmother served on the city council here. A year ago, Ashley followed in her footsteps. She was elected despite a 2015 shoplifting arrest.
Oh, man, this is some crazy. This in Alabama. Why she done got to Wilmington? Umar probably met her in that Alabama. Made her. She probably thought she was the one, so she moved out to Wilmington to fix the Ring doorbell. All right.
Arrest in Homewood.
At the time, I was pregnant with my second son, Gage, and going through what women go through. And I went and I got some stuff for my baby. I wanted to take him to Oak Mountain Park, and I got him some swim stuff.
The case was still pending when the judge ordered her to appear in court a few weeks ago. Henderson says right now Brighton is down 4 police officers, and she claims there was a city council meeting scheduled to debate hiring more officers on the same night as her hearing in the shoplifting case.
I didn't want to miss my council meeting. I didn't need to miss the court date, but the council meeting prolonged longer than I expected, and just missed it and just caught up with me. It's mistakes.
After skipping the hearing, Homewood police issued a warrant for her arrest.
She got excuse after excuse, just like Umar. Y'all see this?
When she was pulled over in Hueytown last week, Henderson was taken to jail. We asked why voters should still trust her.
My constituents, my people that I have individual relationships with, my family members, they all know who I am, what I represent. I've done silly things. Who hasn't?
Silly mistakes which led to multiple arrests. Henderson hopes her behavior does not handicap her city's future. In Brighton, John Papke, WVTM 13.
Man. Golly. And when she up there at the bandos fixing the ring door thing on her Instagram, she says that she's drunk. No shoes on. This is her birthday too. Drunk up here on her birthday. What's she up with? No shoes on. With a little crown on. Yeah, you ain't changed. You messing with Umar too? You ain't changed. Wow, boy, this Umar Johnson thing is crazy. People send me some more. What in the world? Somebody just sent me some more stuff on this lady. Yeah, we just played this one. We just played. How do y'all know about all this? This is crazy. This from Legalish sent me this. All right, man, this is wild. All right. Anyway, it's the Umar Johnson saga. It's always something with this guy. It's always something. Okay, we're gonna go for 18 more minutes. Okay, because I gotta set a little time aside because I gotta get with this documentary. What I should just do is just say we're gonna premiere it on Monday. That'll free me up. But I'm gonna try my best to have this ready for tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, and I gotta get some sleep. So I'm gonna try to sleep in. But then after that, I'll get right to work. Okay, let's get back to the main video, everyone. The poll question is it okay for Umar Johnson to live stream in his mama's closet? 25% said yes, 75% said no. And then we have 674 likes. Let's go for 700. Okay. We got about 18 minutes, and I'm sure we can reach that goal. All right. Let's get back to the main video. Here we go.
He will fight if his friends get in a fight and somebody's trying to jump them. And I was trying to explain to him that you don't need to be loyal to people who are causing trouble. Sometimes you need to not involve yourself in that.
That's
and then
right.
He went on to say that, well, they stick up for him if people are picking on him and vice versa. And I was like, well, what situation have you been in where they were picking on you? And he was like, just never mind, Mom. It just never mind. And I was like, is it because you're around upperclassmen? And that's where I kind of alluded to the fact that he might be getting messed with. And I don't really know how to get him to understand the importance of communicating with somebody, like just mental health wise, or let me be quiet and let you talk.
Yeah, what I would recommend is to have him go and talk with a counselor, because sometimes children, they feel more comfortable, and it just depends on what the issue is. They may feel more comfortable talking to a counselor, someone that they don't know all as much, but in confidentiality situation, than with their own parents, or with their own siblings, or even with their own friends in some cases. So that's what I would recommend, right? And I've raised children. Umar ain't raised not one child, and he's not a school psychologist either. So I would, try that. Maybe there's a black counselor, have them go in and talk with them to see what's going on, and then see if anything can be mitigated, right? And it may not even be an issue. It may not even be that he doesn't that he's being quote unquote bullied. It may be some other underlying issues. There's no telling. But asking Umar. Anyway, let's see what Umar has to say. Okay, he might say the same thing that I said. Let's go.
No, I'm glad you're sharing. It never hurts to have a child see a counselor, therapist, psychologist.
There you go. Good, Umar. I give you credit. Good job.
For 3 to 5 sessions just to investigate and see if there's anything there. So yes, I think you should.
All right, good. I always give Umar credit. That's good.
Allow him to see a counselor, therapist, or psychologist for 3 to 5 sessions just so they can do an assessment to determine.
It doesn't have to be a whole assessment. It can just be meeting one time, and if that's enough, that would be enough. Anyway.
Whether or not there's anything there. Your son's self-esteem, how would you describe it? Is it low? Is it average like any other kid? Is it very high? What type of child is he? Is he an introvert? Is he an extrovert? Is he a loner? Does he have a group of friends? Is he nerdy? Is he swaggy? Tell me about him.
What?
I would say his self-confidence is average. I believe that he is an introvert for sure. He just moved to Atlanta in August after living in Pittsburgh with his father for the past 3.5 years. He's a smooth, handsome, swaggy young man. I don't think he has any problems making friends. I know he reconnected with his friends that he had in 6th grade. So,
any sexual identity issues that they could be trying to use?
Here he go. This is why I don't like watching these things. This guy is sick.
Against him?
No.
Okay. Question, you said he was living with his father for a few years. He just came back to live with you.
Yeah, I know. Listen, what in the world y'all talking about? Golly. I'm going to tell y'all something. If anyone ever says some shit like that about one of my kids, let me stop, or let's keep going. We're going to play a little bit more of this, okay? We're going to go for another literally 13 more minutes because I can't stand Umar right now.
Your relationship with your son, and the reason I'm asking you about that is sometimes the problems in school could be an extension of the problems at home.
Yeah.
Was he looking forward to moving to Atlanta? Did he want to stay with his father? How is his relationship with you?
I feel we have a good relationship, even though we haven't been able to live with each other for the past 3 years. He wanted to move back home with me and be with me.
And so how has it been since he's been back?
I would say he's still not acclimated yet. Like, I've grown during those 3 years, and I think it's just him getting used to me again and my temper. Like, we don't argue, we don't fuss, we don't fight. He's very respectful. He does everything I ask him to. Mm-hmm. He gets good grades. He made honor roll. So I don't.
Yeah, Umar's totally disinterested. This is pathetic.
I don't see an issue between us. I just know that we're not super close.
It may just be growing pains then, but you do want to communicate to him that unless he wants to communicate to you exactly how he's being picked on, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, because my next recommendation was going to be for you to write a letter of complaint to the principal requesting the meeting to address the situation. But if he's not going to tell you what's happening, there's not much you can do about it. You could still speak with the principal about it. You still could, because the reason he doesn't want to tell you is he doesn't want to get back to his classmates that he snitched to his mom, because then they'll use that against him too. So that could put him in
what are you talking about?
In an even worse social situation with his peers in the AP class if they come to find out that he told his mother about how he's being treated. They can really emasculate him then. That's why he's not telling you. It's not that he don't want to tell you. He don't want to risk.
What's that clicking sound?
That getting back to them, because things will get worse for him if it does. So I think you should still speak with the principal and just ask the principal or the teachers in the AP class, could they keep an extra special eye out because he's being taunted and bullied in there? He's not giving you specifics because he...
Yeah, but it hasn't been determined that that's actually what's taking place. That's what needs to be determined first, because that may not even be the issue. You guys understand what I'm saying?
He doesn't want it to get back to...
Yeah, this is from 2 days ago. He had back in the mama clause.
The students involved. So if they could just pay a little closer attention, or maybe they could pull him to the side and find out what's going on and then handle it
That's the rats. Yeah, the rats over there. Rats over there playing pickleball. It says the washer. I don't know. We almost done, though. Boy, this is crazy.
In their own special way. So you do need to bring it to the attention of the principal or the teachers. I think the teachers would be a better bet, though, because they're closer to...
What in the world? That's not a clock. The clicking is faster than seconds. I don't know what that is. Yeah, them rats playing pickleball.
The problem than the principal.
Okay.
And then it just
All
stopped.
right. Thank you so much.
No problem, Queen. Be blessed and stay warm.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what that was.
All right. You have to text your first name and your city. If you don't text both, I will not be calling you.
We have sleep. Okay, we're going 9 more minutes, y'all. Then we're going to be out of here.
Okay. Again, if you have any questions about your son or daughter, you can text your first name and your city to 215-989-9858. 215-98.
Yeah, the advice he gave about going to go see a counselor or something like that was good advice. So I would give Umar credit.
99858. Let me see if we have any tap-ins. If you have a tap-in question, about your son or daughters only, go ahead and tap in. Who we got tapping in on the Instagram Live? Make sure you sign up for the IG Black Book Club with Dr. Umar.
Now we got 1,400 people in here. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. We're about to be up out of here, okay? Here we go.
Subscribing to my IG. Do we have any tap-in lives? Anyone want to tap in with a question on Instagram?
This is sad. Ain't nobody even calling in.
Anyone want to tap in with a question on Instagram?
Yeah, Chi-Chi, this is from the 8th. So 3 days ago. Yeah, the 8th was 3 days ago. That was on Sunday. What's up, Swagonito? Let me get a shout out as we get to wind this down. What's up, Mikey?
Let's see.
Kogo. Ain't nobody tapping in. Simp. What in the world? What's up, Big Dave?
All right.
Caleb, the Anglican, the Andals, and remember the Andals from. All right. What's up, Rosetta? Victor, Sky Blue, Ike. Carrie, don't do that. You guys crazy. What's up, Courtney?
Please leave your message.
Yeah, he looked bad. Peace within, Umar waiting on somebody. Blondie Blue Eyes, Shay. I'm giving shouts out to everybody. We wind this down. Diana, or it could be Deanna, like Deanna Troy.
Okay, that person is.
I had a crush on Deanna Troy. I had a big crush on Deanna Troy when I was Star Trek Next Generation. I don't know why. As I gotten older, I don't know why, but back then I sure did. Yep. And then there was this young lady that looked like her, kind of looked like her. I had a crush on her because of Deanna Troy. The girl that looked like her though, she was not Puerto Rican. Because her cousin was a good friend of mine. We was gonna be together because her cousin was the one. Her cousin had cousins. They was from New York, so it's not Puerto Rican, but it's some Latina. What Latina? What is not Dominican? Not Dominican. And her cousins, they were older, and one time they picked me up at my mama's house. My mama house. I was probably in 11th grade. Yeah, I might have been in 10th grade. I think it was 11th. No, I was in 10th grade. I think in 10th grade. They picked me up and we went back over to because we were supposed to be hanging out. I didn't think nothing of it. I was innocent. But I got up over there. She might have been Puerto Rican. Yeah, she might have been Puerto Rican. It's possible. I can't even remember. Yeah, Troy, she didn't age well at all because I saw her in not to be like that, but I saw her in Picard. Everybody in Picard looked like it. But anyway, except that one lady, the black lady, she aged real good because she used to be on what's that the CSI show with Ice-T. No, she wasn't Venezuela. She was from anyway. They was from New York. She had cousins that was older. They picked me up. We went back over there, and we was hanging out, and everything was cool because she was just a friend of mine, and I had a little crush, but nothing big deal. I had a crush on her and her cousin anyway, but that's the point. She was a friend of mine, and we was in there, and at a certain point, they said, "Okay, you guys go in the room." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" They took us into the room, and then said something. I can't remember what they said, but now I think about it, it was like code for like y'all about to get busy. And then they shut the door. We were just sitting in there talking. I don't know what I was. I could have been up in them things. Y'all had me some Puerto Rican babies too. Now let me stop. All right. Anyway, so the reason I bring up is because someone's talking about Deanna Troy. And her other cousin, she was younger. She looked kind of remind me of Deanna Troy. All right. Anyway, it just came to mind. I had to go there. All right. Let's finish this. I was gonna make a point, but I forgot. All right.
Okay.
I remember one time I was probably in the 6th, 7th grade, and there was this young lady. She was cute too. She was cute, and I had a little crush on her, and I thought she had a crush on me too. But we went to some school, like a school trip somewhere, and it wasn't a movie theater, but you sit in these seats, and they have this big monitor thing, and you sit and watch. It was a gang of kids from different schools came, and they turn the lights off so that you can see the screen and stuff. And I can't remember exactly what it was. It was a museum, some sort of a museum. And she happened to be sitting right next to me. And I remember I looked over and she was looking right at me like this, as if she wanted to kiss or something. I was looking at her like this, and I was like, and it, that was a missed opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she could have been my wife, but 10 years later or so. Anyway, it just came to mind as we wind down the show. I remember we came up out of there, and we were getting on the different buses, and there was one bus with this this young lady that used to go to our school, and she knew me, I knew her, and she put the window down halfway on the bus, and she says, "Hey, Lenon." And I turned and looked, and she opened her shirt up and pressed it up against the window. I said, "What?" I was like, "What in the world?" Boy, that was crazy. Anyway. Now, real quick before we finish. Some of you younger people are like, "That's no big deal. People do that all the time in social media." Well, back then we didn't have social media. Okay, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have phones. None of that like that. We had phones at the house, but we didn't have, So that was like, what in the world? All right, we'll end it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Wow. Okay. Final, let me go ahead and close out this poll. Is it okay for Umar Johnson to live stream in his mama's closet? 25% said yes, 75% said no. So let's go ahead and close that out. Thank you guys, everyone who voted. We got 760 likes, 61. We have an outside chance to get to 800. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. And let me just be clear about something. Tomorrow, we will be live streaming tomorrow. We may, if I'm gonna try my best to have the next segment of the documentary ready, because it's like an hour and 50 minutes. I have voiceover. I need to. It's only it's 4 pages of voiceover, but the way that I have it is it's like a line and then the video, and so there's 4 pages of this. All the videos are already set. I got to put that in there. I'm gonna do that tonight. Go to bed at a decent time. I got to get some sleep. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to sleep in a little bit, and then I'll get up and I'll start editing the documentary, and I'm gonna try my best to have it ready for Thursday evening. I'll update people tomorrow. I may even get on just a live stream and just update people. If for whatever reason I'm unable to do it, it's just a time issue. For sure by Monday I will have it available for members only. And then if I'm unable to do it tomorrow, I will live stream for everyone tomorrow. Okay, that'll be the plan. Excuse me. Let me apologize to members because I wanted to have this ready for everyone, and I still have an outside chance to do it. But I got to get some sleep. I do. Okay, thank you guys again for tuning on. And I know we didn't get deep into this video, but I think the main thing was just getting to where Umar's talking about renovations being completed. He still runs with that lie to this day, and we'll see how all this pans out over the next couple of weeks and months. And then the other thing is, someone sent me a whole breakdown of what needs to take place in advance of Umar applying for a certificate of occupancy. We will get into that information at a certain point. And the other thing, last thing, excuse me, is I downloaded the new video with Jay Morrison. We may even just get together tomorrow to cover that. Okay, we'll see how everything goes once I figure out how I'll progress through the documentary and the timeline. Okay, thank you guys again. Shout out to the mods for handling business. Also, thanks to everyone who hit that like button. We'll only need 18 more to get to 800. It'll only take you 2 seconds. And then also thank you to everyone who sent in super chats. Okay, if you sent in Cash Apps or PayPal, I always got to thank people. I really do appreciate the support, and I do not take it for granted. Okay, thank you for the blessings, and I appreciate y'all for that. All right, Cookie Crush Chats undefeated, and as we always do.
Rap people, great work today.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed some super chats. I got to get these in real quick. Then we'll get to the what you call it. Swagwanito says, Lenon, this lady is a complete bugaboo to Lene. She keeps messaging her. Truly, yeah. Lene told me, but talked to me about this. It was over a month ago, maybe about 2 months ago, and we exchanged information about that too. Yeah, the same lady. I believe it's the same lady emailed me because she didn't want me to have Lenon on anymore. I'll tell you, it's wild. Umar Johnson saga. Shout out to Stragonito. Carol says, what is her? I don't know. What is her? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, thank you, Kiara. YouTube devices, cooker chat. What does Umar Johnson's mama clauses smell like? All right, we don't got to do it. I'm gonna call Umar Johnson about my future Asian black child. You ain't gonna like that. Thanks, YouTube devices. YouTube devices also cooker chat. What's Lenor's body count? No, it's very low. Okay, I was never lived like that. I'm just part of it, just hygiene. You know, that's just how I am. I'm about to take a shower right after I get up out of here. All right. Okay. I had plenty of opportunity. I was like, nah. Anyway, thank you, YouTube Five. And then Shay Pippen says, did she put him on the glass? All right. She did. She did. I was shocked. To this day, I said, man, that was crazy. All right. You know what? Yeah. Yep. That can't be right. That can't be. I was about to really flip out. Okay. Let's finish this up. Thank you all everyone who sent the super chats. Let's finish this up. Here we go.
Great work today.
All right. Room 130's in the building, family.
Lights are rolling on a movie set today.
No, I wasn't enthralled. I was like, what?
Now we're packing things away. Heading to the red roof in room 130.
All right.
Homie gonna sponge my hair real nice and make me look real pretty. Rose over hoes, that's how we roll.
You're so welcome,
Turning down the heat, you know where we meet. At the Red Roof Inn in room 130. My guy gonna do my hair and make me look real pretty. Ain't no couch where he can sleep, but the bed real sturdy. So come and stay the night in room 130. Drink so big they barely fit the silver screen. Director yells, heard as we end another scene. Red roof nights with me and the homie B. Sponge my hair all night. Probably won't get no sleep. Rose over hoes, that's how we roll. Thank you. Turning down the heat, you know where we need.
What's up, Maddie?
At the Red Roof Inn,
let's go.
My guy gonna do my hair and make me look real pretty. Ain't no couch where he can sleep, but the bed real sturdy. So come and stay the night in room 130. At the Red Roof Inn in room 130. My guy gonna do my hair and make me look real pretty. Ain't no couch where he can sleep, but the bed real sturdy. So come and stay the night in room 130.
Real, ladies and gentlemen, in room 130.
All right. Okay, thank you guys again for tuning on in. This was fun. I really enjoyed it. Okay, everyone, please enjoy the rest of your evening. And one way or the other, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, Cook Fresh Chats Undefeated. And thank you all so much, everyone who sent in the super chat and the CashApp paper. Thank you for all of the support. All right. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Take care. Peace.